Yeah, David, we're sitting here in Yukon. We've been keeping an eye on it down there to our southwest. Like you said, it's going to be rain wrapped. We can't see anything. Every once in a while, I can see the base of it, but right now, I cannot see anything. Lightning's been picking up. Wind's been about 30 miles from our south. We're going to sit here and keep an eye on it. Back to you, David.
Okay. All right. Nice job. So Kyle again, he's out in Canadian County. He's right on the front lip. That's what it looks like. I think it doesn't look like much. Well, obviously dark out, but our temperatures are in the low 60s. Dew points are in the low 60s. What does that mean to you? It means the cloud deck is very, very low. Okay. It's not going to be a big rain-free base or, like we see often. About every month in Oklahoma, it seems like anymore. But we're not going to see that. It's just going to be a quick low gust front. It's going to move through. The rain will start. The wind will pick up. And looking at velocity data here, winds again, what do you have in here? Are we still looking at 60?
65, yeah.
Okay.
And some measured winds are showing stronger than that. I haven't seen any reports of that reaching the ground.
Okay.
Out of that. And then I put the speed on this to kind of 65 miles per hour, David, just to show you where this is headed.
Yeah.
I mean, headed to Bethany at 707.
Yep.
Yep. Edmond, there you go.
719.
Yeah. And then, and beyond. So
Yeah.
that's the next 30, 45 minutes.
Yeah, next 30 to 45 minutes, it is East Metro. It's moving out. And that's it. All right, so the green on this, what is that? That's a wall of wind moving at you. Green is towards the radar. Okay? And this is our concern right here. Okay? So little area of spin. One there. And the other one, let's back that up again like you did.
Back it up. Okay.
Back it up.
There you
All
go.
right, there it is. Crossing 81. Went right over Tuttle. We talked about Tuttle earlier. Went right over Tuttle. It's going to be south of Mustang and the other kink now southwest of Yukon. So we still have two areas of spin. So let's go to shear rate.
Okay.
And the southern point might not show up. It is weaker. There it is, still there. Kink there, kink there. Okay, so two kinks. All right, two areas of spin. So anywhere along this line, winds 40 to 50 with some gusts of 60. There might be a 65 in there, but right now I think 50 to 60 is still a pretty good bet. What about power outages? Any numbers?
I have not checked here in the last little bit.
And there might be a few. There might be a few of you that are watching us on your phone right now.
You'd think with at least, we know our trackers have seen some power poles hit.
Yeah. Yeah, Val saw a power strike
As
earlier.
far as outages, 238 customers in Oklahoma County.
Okay.
1,200 statewide. Okay. Yeah, most of them are Tillman County.
Okay, and that's when that, again, was severe. Went right through Tillman County, northeast. And this is what's now was in Tillman County, which is now coming into central and south central Oklahoma. All right, so let's back out and get our bearings straight here. What's going on down south? High end, we'll call it just strong storms, running down I-35, running from Norman back down to Marlow and Duncan, up and down 81. Once again, once this main line moves by, that's it. The threat of severe weather, it drops to nothing, okay? This is the main line coming through. So let's jump south here in the South Metro here, Lace.
Okay.
And, okay, boy, some nice rain. That's a great thing. And again, most of us are just going to get a great rain out of this, okay? We're all going to get a little bit of wind, some more than others. We've had no tornadoes. We've had no tornado warnings, but we've had several areas of spin that have been close to getting a tornado warning. We've ramped them up and then they ramp down, which is good. Ramping down is always good, all right, when you're talking about the threat for a tornado. But we do have some areas of spin along the line. Yes, we have that going on for sure. Okay? All right, and control room, let me know when we have a break coming up. Okay, so here's the main line. Again, now east of Highway 81. That happened that quickly. And everything now east of 81, at least from Grady County down to the south, headed over to Velma, headed to Pauls Valley and Wynnewood. Looking down along the line, no crazy kinks, no areas of tight spin right now that I'm looking at that I'm concerned about, okay, that we're just jumping up and down about. There's going to be wind in this line of about 50 miles per hour, small hail. What does hail sizes look like down here? There's going to be some hail here.
Some very small hail. And David Minko had a gust of 48. as the storms are coming through that area. So the gusts are 40, 50 to 60 miles per hour. That's coming in kind of the west sides of the metro and probably all the way down this line, honestly.
Yeah, I think 40 is, everybody gets 40.
Yeah.
A few more people get 50, and a few see gusts to 60, okay, with the line. There's your hail sizes, nickel and dime size hail. So hail threat, no, not right now. Okay, let's come back north now.
Okay.
And what about Oklahoma County here? What about the hail?
Let me switch it here.
Yeah, threat. I don't see anything.
No, still very, very small.
Yeah, small hail across the city. So once again, the wind will be a threat, 40 to 50, some localized gusts to 60. Let's go back to radar here as far as velocity data.
We'll switch it. There you go.
There you go. The green.
How fast these are moving.
Yeah, go ahead and lapse that.
Okay. This is a 15-minute lapse.
Look how fast.
Yeah.
I mean, this thing is hauling east, right? At 65 miles per hour.
Which is so common for this time of year. When we get storms in January, February, or March, they absolutely move. It's faster than you're driving on the interstate.
Yeah.
That's how fast they're moving.
Yeah, these will
should
outrun
be faster than higher.
This morning on I-40.
Yeah.
Just because you're in traffic and they're not. And okay, a little bit of a kink now, showing back up. Still there, hasn't ever gone away, but it's still right here. That's the kink that Kyle's looking at. And let's do a quick update. Let's go back to Kyle and bring Kyle back in. Kyle, that area of spin is just to your southwest over Highway 92. Go ahead, give us an update.
Yeah, David, I think this storm's starting to move in on us. We're getting some pretty heavy rain. We're moving north on the Kilpatrick from I-40. I'm trying to keep an eye back to the west. Still haven't really seen a whole lot other than a lot of heavy rain. Quite a bit of cloud-to-ground lightning. Back to you, David.
All right. Okay. Nice job, Kyle. What do you guys got? Okay. All right, so Kyle in Southwest Metro, storms moving in. Not a tornado threat right now. We're tracking it carefully as the main line comes in. Here comes that wind. Winds of 40 to 50 with a few gusts of 60. We're going to take about a 2-minute break. We'll be back here again in 2 minutes. 7 News 9. We'll keep you advised.
Parking lot shot. I have it on Skype 1. Yeah, we just haven't talked about it yet.
So I just, all those people are sitting in the cars.
Okay, we'll take it here.
Southbound Lake Hefner Parkway at 122nd.
Yeah. Are your mics up? You guys
tell them that
We
that
can
will
do
be
it, but I
on.
just wanted
Watch
you
that
guys.
when we're in it. If you just
Okay, well, I didn't
I know.
feel like it was
I
the
know.
most important thing. I didn't wanna.
I get it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Also, don't talk. You sit over there. No, we had catastrophic.
Go ahead.
No, you guys are doing a great job.
With no radar.
No, go east. There's no way you would make it up there in time. Yeah.
I'm putting this on Lake 3.
We're going to keep going. Who's that girl that was on our morning show for she's over at Fox? Alexis.
Hey, there's a wreck on Lake Hefner Parkway, the parking lot. They're all just sitting there with the storms coming in. There's a shot of it if you want to take it, and then they can talk about the details if you just want to.
It's been in your free box there, just so you know, but if all that's coming.
It looks like a parking lot.
I think
But that's Lake Hefner Parkway.
Who has that shot?
It's an ODOT shot, I believe, Dave.
I'm working on getting some break times from
I don't see
Master, and I'll put them on.
Okay. 50 and heavy rain. Any hail?
Flood advisory coming.
Huh?
Flood advisory is coming.
Oh, okay.
Kyle's getting 60s.
Val is?
Kyle. He's on the turnpike.
Okay, let's come back out. I'll do that, and then let me go to Kyle, and then I'll
10-4, Kyle. Thank you.
do a little radar, then I'll go back to you guys.
Just whatever you need.
Yeah, let's do.
You mentioned it too, David, and we don't have to.
1 minute.
Where is it again? Hefner.
22nd and Lake.
Hey, I'll have it on
Okay, we're going to come back. He'll probably go to you.
I'll say it's eastbound.
Will you please just let me say
Hefner Freeway.
Northwest Hefner Parkway, 126.
I-74.
That's up in the Ponca City area. Here's from that.
Oh,
Oh, by the way,
What?
the makeup room this morning.
Oh, a disaster.
Okay, not only did you take up all the counter space. Okay, I put a little makeup on. I would wash my hands. Somebody puts they're using the sink.
with all my crap in it.
And I'm like,
Well, I had too many
all right.
grams.
I'm gonna go ahead and move the petri dish off to the side.
Yeah, there's a backup, but it's southbound, I-44,
Yeah.
or Lake Hefner Parkway.
What's happening? You guys.
Oklahoma City, Oklahoma's own News 9 starts now with severe weather.
Welcome back to our severe weather coverage this morning. We have trackers out all over the metro right now, and we've had a number of wrecks, including a bad one right now on Lake Hefner Park.
Yeah, we are in extended coverage here on News 9 because we're right in the heart of this storm hitting over the metro area. And Lacey, it's a mess out there.
I want to take you to Lake Hefner Parkway southbound, right at Northwest 122nd. Maybe we have the shot, maybe not. It's a parking lot. There is a crash that has shut down all southbound lanes of Lake Hefner Parkway. And as this storm system starts to kind of move in, these people are going nowhere. They have been there for so long. We have viewers actually emailing saying, hey, I'm stuck in this. What's going on? So again, a live look right now, southbound Lake Hefner Parkway, right at Northwest 122nd. It has been this way for about 10, 15 minutes. They have not moved.
Yeah, so if you're coming on Highway 74 south into the metro, a lot of folks use Portland Avenue that merges into the parkway. I tell you what, take another route this morning. And David, as we come to you, it's really kind of getting into the heart of the metro. Those winds are kind of barreling on through in portions of the metro.
Oh, they are. We've had winds to 60 miles per hour, guys, out in Canadian County, which is now coming into Oklahoma County. Another reason to stay home, right? Storms moving in, and Hefner Parkway is it's a parking lot. So just stay home. Give it an hour. Give it an hour, and then Oklahoma City, I think we're going to be in pretty good shape, okay? Let's go to Kyle Wilson, and he's had wind gusts of 60 miles per hour with that line. Here we go. Kyle, out in Canadian County, he's basically now almost back into Oklahoma County. That storm is severe, and winds 50 to 60 plus. Go ahead, Kyle. Give us an update. What have you seen here in the last 10 minutes? Go ahead.
Yeah, David, we're still northbound on the Kilpatrick Turnpike. Very blinding rains. We've had winds upwards of 60 miles an hour. The turnpike's been at a crawl at some points. We have not received any hail, just very blinding rain. If you can, I would stay home for just a little while. Let this pass through the city before you get out on the roads. Back to you, David.
That's great advice, and it's what we've been preaching here the last couple of hours. Let it move in, let it move out, and then go about your day, right? No reason to get out of this. This is what's coming into Oklahoma City, and I get it. People are going to be out and about. When this moves in, the accidents are going to ramp up. We've already had a few, obviously. Hefner Parkway shut down, and again, we'll probably get more. So let's just keep it at home for the next hour to hour and a half. You'll be good. All right, now here's the line coming through Oklahoma City, and trackers are out in place. We have Val, we have Tom, we have Hank, we have Jeremy, we have Val as this line comes on through. Let's zoom on in here on links 5, and let's go to our live here. So,
yeah, we're switching. Tom is right there in the line,
okay,
David.
Okay, jump to him?
Yeah, and okay. Tom has a great shot right now. Tom. He's kind of on the farther southern end of that line coming through.
Are you messing with the radars now?
Yes, as always. Yep.
All right, let's go to Tom. And nice shot, Tom. That looks good. Tom Pastrano in the southwest metro. Go ahead, Tom. Blinding rain, or at least heavy rain, ponding on the roadways. And Tom, it doesn't look like you're in the crazy wind by any means at this point, but you tell us what's going on southwest Oklahoma City right now.
Yeah, David, so it's a slow go here coming in right at rush hour. Have seen a couple of wrecks as I was coming out of Newcastle on 44, but this rain is blinding. The wind hasn't been too strong, probably 40 to 50 at my location, but there's just so much rain coming down. It's ponding. If you're going fast, you might hydroplane. Seen a couple of cars do that. Just take it slow. Maybe just wait for this to pass by here in the next hour. Back to you.
Yeah, for sure. And great advice. That's what we've been saying as well. And once again, Tom, like you said, let this come in, let it move out, and then go about your day. But going out right now would not be advised, right? Because we have that heavy rain coming on in. Okay, let's go to Links 3 control room. And this is the wind coming into Oklahoma City. Where you see the green, that's a west wind, right? Coming into Oklahoma County now. Here's Oak Tree and Edmond. And that right there, that's that west wind coming on in. And Kyle had that wind gust of 60 right there. Area of circulation went right over Kyle. I want to point out right now, nothing is spinning that we're jumping up and down about, okay? If it were, you'd see it live on News 9 and we'd be all over it, right? And,
but we are getting more wind reports.
Yeah.
Hank just had a near 60 there near Early Wine on 44 there on the southwest side.
And here's Hank right here. And he's just, I tell you what, yeah, let's go to Hank. Hank's going to be south sides of Moore. And, oh, yeah, there you go. Horizontal rain with a horizontal wind blowing in. Go ahead, Hank. Give us an update. What's your exact location there, Hank? Go ahead.
Yeah, David, this is Southwest 104th and I-44. And, yeah, when that main line hit, we probably took some, sustained 50s, some gusts to 60 with horizontal rain. And it's lasted about 5 minutes. My winds have let up just a little bit. They're probably in the 40 range right now. But this is just barreling straight from west to east. We're keeping an eye out for these little kinks. But, yeah, anywhere coming from I-44, the airport, all the way to I-35 and more, you can expect 60-mile-an-hour winds, low visibility, and horizontal rain. Back to you.
Okay, all right, nice job. Nice job, Hank. So, again, that's in the Southwest Metro, again, Southwest Moore, winds 40 to 50 with some gusts to 60. And this line, again, firming up, moving through the metro right now from the southwest, again, at 65 miles per hour. So these things are hauling, okay? And that will give you a little bit higher wind gust if you have storms moving this speed, at the speed that they are. It's easy to get winds 40 to 50 with some gusts of 60. Okay, so this is kind of the big view running from northern into central down into southern Oklahoma here. And let's go ahead and lapse that, guys, see what it looks like to you. We're staying with 3. Is that what we're doing right now? Okay.
Out.
Yep. And this kind of gives you the big view. Showers and thunderstorms across the north, producing some very small hail, heavy rain, lightning and thunder. The one severe storm, again, slicing across the metro, and then that goes down through and just east of 81, down into Stevens and Jefferson counties there. And once again, 122nd and Hefner Parkway, basically a parking lot. Okay, so we've had some accidents, and we've had a few more. Okay, they keep piling up. Rain amounts, we've had quarter, half an inch of rain. Rain's been good, and some areas have picked up a good solid 3/4 of an inch near downtown. So some areas approaching an inch, other areas quarter, 1/10 of an inch, and it hasn't rained over here yet, but your rain is coming. All right, so are we sticking with 3? Lace?
Yep, and then we'll go to 4.
Okay. I don't hear your mic.
No, it's not. My kill switch is not on. There we go. So there's links. Okay. There's links 4. If we can switch over,
let's go to 4
and take a look. And this is the storms are coming in. So it's 713 crossing I-35. That is blinding rain, David. It is just torrential. Looking at some of our sky cams, it is very, very heavy rain. So very tough driving.
Super heavy rain. I mean, this is like what we get in early spring, but we often can, we get stuff in January, and we're getting thunderstorms. And we're not talking about ice, not talking about snow. Well, maybe some snow tomorrow in northwest Oklahoma. But again, this is now approaching I-35. Turn the lightning on here, Lacey. Let's see how many lightning strikes are in this box. And also,
the Yukon Mesonet site, David, had a 60-mile-an-hour wind gust.
Yukon?
Yukon did,
Okay, and that's what Kyle was reporting. Here's Kyle. And he had a 60-mile-an-hour gust at his location. He's now moved north. Hank's right here. And Hank has some wind. Where's Val?
Tom had some wind as well.
Okay.
He's up near the Dell.
Okay, he's right there. Okay, just north of the Dell plant at 40 and I-44. Let's go to Tom Pastrano, and let's get those guys east, Justin. That stuff is really hauling. Let's get them east right now. Go ahead, Tom. Give us an update on the wind. What have you had in the last 15 minutes since we last spoke? Go ahead.
Yeah, David, pretty close to 44 and 40. I did have winds over 50. Those have kind of subsided right now as the line keeps going towards the east. I am going east on 40, trying to catch back up to it. Lots of ponding on the road, lots of blinding rain, horizontal rain. It's really coming down. Back to you.
For sure. It's horizontal rain and the wind blowing in and giving us, again, basically horrible driving conditions here in Oklahoma City. All right, let's go back to Lace, what are we on now?
We're on 4.
All right, let's go back to 4. I'm going to quit asking, I guess.
No, we're good.
We're going to stay with 4?
We're on 4 at the
okay,
moment.
Let's
yes,
stay with
and
4.
There you go. There's the line coming in.
We have so many computer systems in here, and they all do the same thing, but they all have different products on them. So we're kind of shuffling and shifting here just a bit. All right, so you can see the green coming in. That's the wind that's blowing across, coming into the metro. It's a quick gust. And by the way, winds 40 to 50, some gusts locally to 60, and that's going to run from Oak Tree, Edmond, down through the village, down to Moore, and that's going to be headed up towards Jones and Choctaw and Luther. And this is your storm track on the leading edge of the wind, okay? And what we're looking at along that line is going to be wind gust of 40 to 50 with some gusts to 60, and looking for any areas of spin along this line, okay? Right now, we've had some areas of spin. We were close to a tornado warning about an hour ago. That's gone away, but anywhere along this line could tighten up. We might have what we call a little mesovortice here, so we are tracking that carefully. Once again, everything racing across the city. Folks, we're going to take a 1.5-minute break. We're going to be back. Stay with News 9. We'll keep you advised.
They reset 3, and I think it got better, but there's not a box that's like.
Is there anything with, is 1 working?
Okay, at the moment, 5 is back with data, 4 is back with data, 4 is on our live, straight live that we cannot lapse. It is live.
Why can't we lapse it?
Huh?
It won't lapse?
You can't lapse. That's just the thing. You can't lapse straight live.
Yeah, right. No.
We have it. We did
Yeah, but
not have it.
why is it not lapsing on any box?
Did you hear me that our radar is old on 5?
No,
What?
why can't you lapse our live?
Because it's old. You can only, the
Oh,
only
it's
data
O'Connor?
that's getting is our straight live.
Okay, that's a NAS thing.
Oh, well, this isn't even that.
Okay. Val has 50 to 60s.
Okay, I'll come to him coming out.
He's going east on 40.
4, data's good, and we can lapse it, but it is changing, like.
All right. When we get back, we'll go to you, Val, and the rest of you guys trackers.
And I'm gonna go.
Just do your best trying to get east through the metro. Appreciate it.
Myself?
You wanna see something scary? Look at this. That's our live data. That's why we can't lapse it, because that is old. Right, this is right now. That was from 7 to 12. It's 5 minutes old.
Well, that's not our live.
That's what I'm saying. Our live is. It is our live. If it works.
Oh, yeah, that's what you mean. Okay. So live's way ahead of them easily.
Exactly, and it has been right
until
now.
now. Okay,
And now
so-
our live is getting rain fade, but we have TLX.
Okay.
We're good on 4.
We're
at the
staying
moment.
with 4.
We're staying with 4 at the moment. 5 was good until the whole box locked up.
This is a nightmare.
Who wants a beverage?
So breakfast?
Oh,
Espresso martinis for everybody.
who's buying? I got it.
Okay, I'm gonna put the graphic of power outage on here. And it's
I've got that on.
I think we need to forecast.
you tell your hairdresser.
What time is your appointment?
It's supposed to be at 8:30.
Did she say, I guess you're not coming?
I think so. All right, everybody, welcome back. Well, the line of storms now quickly moving through the Oklahoma City area. We've had winds in Yukon and scattered winds 40, 50 to 60 miles per hour, not only reported from our storm trackers, but also from official, again, weather stations in the metro. So storm trackers are verifying what radar is showing and what the actual weather stations are showing as well. It's good about Castor. Val's had some wind. And Val, you're in the Southwest Metro here. Wow, look at that. Visibilities Folks, do not get out. Just let this thing ride through. This is not an all-morning thing. This is a now thing, okay? It will end. Roads will get better. Travel will get better. But if you don't have to get out and about, don't do it. Val, go ahead. Give us an update.
Yeah, David, we're getting winds gusting to 60 miles an hour, some possibly even a little bit higher than that. And we just saw a power flash just east of downtown, just barely east of the downtown area. A power flash, winds gusting into the mid-60s now, torrential rain. It's almost impossible really to see the road. It's that bad. So we're going to follow this thing as it goes east, David. Back to you.
All right, nice job, Val. So once again, Val moving through the Southwest Metro, quickly making his way off to the northeast. I see Jeremy shot down south. There's Hank. Traffic is not good. Visibilities are low, and driving is horrible. All right, so let's get to it. Let's go back to Links 4. And here we go. Here's the main line. Again, Ponca City, nothing crazy. Lightning, thunder, some nice rain. The back edge of the line now approaching and crossing I-35. 81 west, you're out of it. Have a good day. A little bit of light rain left in behind it. The severe weather is going to be along this line that I'm pointing out, running from Ponca City, but no severe weather up there right now. But along this line is going to be the strongest part of the line down through Oklahoma City. All right, down to now west of Pauls Valley and down here in Purcell where Jeremy is. Jeremy's down here. We'll check in with him coming up here in just a minute. Let's go back to the metro here. Once again, where the storms are severe, now coming into Guthrie, coming into another thunderstorm over Langston. And the movement is east-northeast at 65 miles per hour. 65, not 20, not 35, not 40, but 65. And they are quickly racing off to the east. Another kink here. That's a little serious.
Yeah, that's just ramped up in the last couple of minutes.
Yep.
And that's just kind of what we're watching for. I mean, this is what we're watching that line every, minute here. This is changing, and that's definitely more of an area of circulation now, David. That is northwest of Guthrie by about 4 miles.
Okay, here's the Cimarron River, Pleasant Valley, Lawry was right here. Here's Guthrie. This is going to be up on the flats out north of Guthrie here on 77. Spin right here. Not a tornado on the ground, but I'm just telling you, it's what we call a mesovortice. That's how, back that up, Lace, to see how fast it formed here. This is what we're talking about here. And this is how quick these things can form. See how it just came out of Cedar Valley, went right over the golf course, developed over right there. See how it's not there?
Right.
And then
crosses
right
Portland,
over,
74.
74, and then there it is. There's your couplet, area of spin. We have the green moving towards the radar, the red moving away. That's what we call shear. And this is pretty low level. This is pretty close to the radar site. The closer you are to the radar site, the lower that what you're seeing is in the atmosphere. Shear rate showing that. Is this off our live?
This is off of TLX.
Okay.
Yep.
All right. So there's your area of spin. And let's see. It's going to be at County Road 750, east-west, and north-south road 3110, which is going to be 1, 2, 3, 4 miles northwest of Guthrie, okay? Not a tornado, but that's an area of spin. That's on that north side of that kink, running from just northwest of Guthrie. That's going to head up towards into Payne County. It might go away. It might get stronger, okay? No tornado warnings in effect. What we have for the box that's flashing here in yellow, that is a severe thunderstorm warning for mainly winds of 50 to 60 miles per hour and some nickel and dime size hail. So how far away? We're looking at Stillwater. Is 25 miles away at about 7:46 in the morning, that area of spin. All right, let's go back to reflectivity here, talking about the heavy rain. And here you go, man, look at the rain. Boy, it's nice to see. It's great to see the rain like this on the radar. Isn't this awesome? I mean, it's great news. We have so needed it.
Yeah, it has been since October since we've had an inch of rain in Oklahoma with one event. So.
Yes, right. And we had a little bit of rain at the end of November, and we had some snow. But snow doesn't help us. I mean, you got to get big snow.
A lot of it, yeah.
And we've had we had that one event of snow. We've had ice a little bit, but this is the heaviest rain we've had in months happening right now. All right, so Guthrie, this is an I-35 thing, crossing I-35. Let's go ahead and zoom on in. And moving through the Guthrie area, lightning and thunder in Guthrie up to Langston. And there is the wind shift line right here, right? That's where the winds go from south to a southwest wind at roughly 40 to 50 miles per hour with a few gusts to near 60, right along that line. And that area of spin, which is right there, a little bit of a kink. Not strong enough to drop a tornado warning on it.
And it might have weakened just a bit, David.
Yeah, I think it did. It's not
about
as tight.
to cross, 77, like you said.
Yep,
And it's
boom. Definitely fanned out of here a little bit. So that's weakened. And notice how much tighter and brighter the colors were, and then a little bit loose. Not as tight, a little bit farther apart, and also the colors are not as bright coming into Lowry and then going to Pleasant Valley. Then from there, it's going to head up towards Stillwater. So not a tornado threat right now, but it is spinning, okay?
And just looking at that area,
winds near that can be 50 to 60. Go ahead.
At the Mesonet site there in Guthrie, the winds are just slightly west of due south. So the winds are, kind of it's moving into a more favorable environment to weaken.
Yeah.
But then you get, over to, I'm looking at just Spencer, Shawnee, Seminole, Chandler. There is a little bit more of a southeasterly wind feeding into this line.
Winds over here, look, like 170?
Not quite.
Okay.
Yeah.
So still 180.
About close to 180.
Okay. So still a south wind here. If the winds were really southeasterly, we'd probably have more problems today. By the way, if this had been a late afternoon event, we'd have tornadoes today. No doubt about it. I mean, if this had been 4 or 5 o'clock today, the moisture would be better, richer, and we probably would have had some serious weather going on, later this afternoon or this evening. But life's all about timing, and the timing of this is what it is, and it's this morning. Okay, so the rain winding down in the Edmond area, downtown Edmond anyway. Here's your main line running from, again, west of Stillwater, down I-35, down to Moore, down to Norman. Let's go ahead and zoom in here tight.
Okay, to the city.
Yeah, let's go ahead. And Kyle now on the backside. This is coming into Luther. It's right over Pops right now, down to Spencer and down to Hayday. Okay, everything, once again, like we've been saying, moving northeast at 65 miles per hour. And anywhere along this line, along the line and slightly just behind it, you're going to have winds to, again, 50 to 60 miles per hour. Okay, all right.
While you're looking at that, David, just that shot in the center of the screen, that is the Lake Hefner Parkway and the crash there where those folks are just at a parking lot. And Megan, of course, always looking at the traffic map. And I was just looking at that on 5, just to kind of see the wrecks that are out there, David, and the slowdowns. I mean, as you would imagine, it's storming in the metro and it is rush hour.
Yeah, and we haven't had rain in, again, like this in a long time. So there's a lot of oil that's on the road, and it gets kind of lifted up to the surface, and also some hydroplaning. So 2 things can cause this. Heavy rain, just visibilities are low. People can't see the car in front of them. You're driving too close to the car in front of you. You can't stop. You put on the brakes. It's not good. And that's why we have, again, big-time accidents. Hefner Parkway, it's not completely shut down. You can see the traffic. It is moving, but you could outrun that, okay? So...
Some of us.
I mean, throw on my tennis shoes. I got a little,
David, you're slow.
That's right. I can't lie to you. All right. So accidents scattered here and there, and once again, it's just hydroplaning, oil on the road, and just the rain, right? And we get this every time, but especially this morning with this heavy rain. All right. Let's check back in with the trackers here, and. I'll tell you what, let's go back to reflectivity on this. A little bit of a kink there.
Yeah, I was just looking kind of the east sides of
right here.
Yeah, the Oklahoma City area.
It's weak.
And now over to Choctaw.
Yeah, the line is even not as what it was.
Firmed up, yeah.
It's still there, but we just got to watch it. Like we've said, Lacey was here all week. I was gone, but she was talking about the threat of a tornado today, and Justin and Megan. It was low. It was very, very low. Not zero. And we've had areas of spin, I mean, no doubt about it. We've had several, and especially a little bit earlier, that were really spinning. That one near Guthrie here 10 minutes ago. Rain rates, it's only going to last this heavy, like 10 minutes.
You're not going to get that as far as a total goes.
No, but if it were to hang over your house for an hour, you could get 6 to 5 to 7 inches of rain. But it's not going to, because it's moving northeast at 65 miles per hour. Okay, so... Langston, go ahead.
One more thing. Yep. So there was just a wind gust, David. It came in about 9 minutes ago, 60 miles per hour on the East Mesonet site for Oklahoma City. So in OKC, there's the severe wind we were talking about. And it's been sporadic up and down that line. Yep, for sure. Okay, let's go back to Kyle. He's in the Edmond area. Well, he's, southeast Edmond here up I-44. And Kyle's on I-44. Kyle, you're kind of on the backside of the line there, just barely. Go ahead and give us an update. I know you had the winds of 60 earlier. By the way, you nailed that near Yukon. Earlier. You were right on the money. Go ahead and give us an update, Kyle.
Yeah, David, we're still traveling eastbound on the turnpike, like you said. We're just on the back side of it. There's a lot of ponding on the roadway, so if you do have to travel this morning, make sure you're very careful on the roadways. We're receiving about moderate to heavy rain right now. Still traveling east with it, David. Back to you.
All right, nice job, Kyle. Okay, tornado warning now. Let's go back south. Now, this is how fast. Let me show you how fast this happened. Basically, in the last 2 minutes, let's go back to, are we on 4 or 5?
We are on 4, and
Let's
there
go
you
back
see
to
the
4.
laps. That's it.
There it
There's
is.
Purcell.
Okay, all right, so here, all right, Jeremy's right here. Trackers are in place. Here's Purcell. If you live in Purcell, lowest level, center part of the house, you got to go now. You've got about 1 minute. You've got about 1 minute. Tornado warning now.
We need to get
this
Jeremy's
is
shot back
Purcell. Let's go to Jeremy. He's just south of it.
His shot's down at the moment, but
Okay.
he can talk.
Yeah, he can talk. Go ahead, Jeremy Carter. We're going to bring you in. It's going to be to your north, and you got to get back east because it's hauling. Circulation is over Purcell right now. What does CC show? Anything?
I'm looking.
Anything?
There is a weak area.
It's right here.
The wind at least is kicking up.
Okay, go to velocity.
Okay.
Here it is right here.
There you go.
There it is. It's right here. It's south. It's coming in. It's over town. It's moving northeast at 65.
Yeah.
Okay, let's go to Jeremy Carter. We're going to leave radar up. Let me know when we get his picture back up. Just have him recycle, reset. Go ahead, Jeremy. Tornado looks like it might not be on the ground. It's close. It is rotating. Jeremy Carter, go ahead. Looking to your north. Go ahead. Update.
Yeah. So, David, I'm in Purcell. We had to make a pit stop at McDonald's. I mean, tell you, that signature come up on radar, you couldn't snap your fingers that quick. But anyway, the winds have picked up. I've got it was strong southerly wind, and it's beginning to rotate to more of a westerly wind. And I'd say probably close to, not quite 40 miles an hour, but very stiff, very firm. I can see nothing in the low levels, David, due to the amount of rain and wind that we got going on. And we are trying to get the Gettner Buddha back up. I actually got a visual, or the Zero Buddha back up. I'm actually looking to the north, and I can see the clouds kind of in the low level, racing from right to left, kind of high. But it just almost looks like a rain shaft coming down, if you know what I mean, David.
All right, Jeremy, reset your unit and then get a little bit north and get back east. This is going to be a tornado warning now. If you're just now joining us, this is going to be a tornado warning for you folks down. It's over Purcell right now. Do we have live? Can we go back to live? Lace?
Good.
Okay. All right. So sheer right now, it's now east of Purcell. It's just on the east side of Purcell. It went right over Purcell.
Yep.
Circulation now is, look how fast it's updating here. Okay. So is this live?
Yes.
Okay. All right. So here we go. Now it's going to be is that Moffett Road?
Moffett and 77.
And between there and 84, here's Highway 77, north-south 84th Street. You folks in Purcell, it's now to your east. The danger is to your east in Purcell. You're out of it. Have a good morning. It's moving east-northeast at 65 miles per hour now. There's the area of spin. It's actually over 77 here. It's moving that quickly. This will update here in just a second. But again, tornado warning. It's going to Willowview if you live east and northeast of Purcell. Okay, again, you've got just a couple of minutes here. Links 5 on the storm track. It's moving so fast that if you're thinking, oh, I've got 10, 15, 20 minutes, well, if you're way east, you do. But if you're down here east of Purcell to Slaughterville to Etowah, you need to be thinking about your safe spot, lowest level, and where to go, okay? I'll just tell you this. By looking at radar, and I'm just going to be completely transparent, it would be a weak tornado. It's not showing that it's a violent or a strong tornado. It would be weak. And right now, it doesn't look like it's on the ground. It looks like it's spinning like a top, but it doesn't look like it's on the ground, okay? But here's your storm track. Slaughterville, 735. Take this number and say that or before, okay? Etowah, 743. Little Axe, 747. Thunderbird Casino, if you've been up all night, I get it. Thunderbird Casino, 746. And we'll say Pink, 751. Twin Lakes, 757. Grand Casino, 8 o'clock. OBU, 8 o'clock. Shawnee, 801.
This is on the ground, David. This has done damage, likely in Purcell. The damage is in the air. Justin was just pointing that out.
There it is.
So that is debris being lofted from that circulation.
Okay, take that back, though. Was it doing damage in Purcell?
Well, that's likely
on
damage from Purcell,
there
yes.
And Jeremy reported no power in Purcell.
Okay, so tornado has touched down on the east side of Purcell. Folks, that took Less than 5 minutes.
That's why we're here, unfortunately.
That's why the whole weather team's here. It's why all the trackers are out. And there we go. There's the tornado now, crossing 77. Wow. Man, that went from nothing to the everything.
Which is what these types of setups and these types of tornadoes can do. That's why we're watching that whole line.
Okay, so back that up again. I'm going to see where it started. Again, this is the tornado. That's the debris. Let's back this up. I just want to see, back it up. Okay, it began over Purcell, west side of Purcell. You probably don't have any damage. It's going to be the east side of Purcell. We're getting our news crews down in position. Our news crews are headed to Purcell. And Jeremy Carter, this is headed up towards Willow Creek. Okay, there it is. It looks like, let's go back to velocity here. There's the tornado. There's the debris. It's an eye of a hurricane looking back at you here.
Switch radars here.
We're going to switch radars. It's right here.
It's weak. I mean, it may not even be on the ground. That is lofted debris, likely from Purcell.
Yeah, east side of Purcell. So going to have some damage on the east side of Purcell, right, as it's making its way up towards Etowah and Tecumseh. And okay, so we have Tom here, and I'm just getting my bearing straight here. Yeah. We got to get somebody in behind this. You guys in news, everybody good?
We're trying to get it going.
Gotcha. Okay. All right. So moving northeast at 65 miles per hour. Let's go to Links 5. Do we have a storm track? Tornado warning.
Hang on. She's switching at the moment, David. While we're doing that, I'm just going up on the north line because we're watching the whole thing on 4.
Okay, back to 4.
Uh-huh.
All right, Links 4 control room. And up north, we're looking for any kinks. There may be a little bit of a kink there. There's tiny little kinks. You got to watch them. That's why we're going up and down the line. All right, Langston, a little bit of a kink. That's headed to Stillwater. That's the kink we had near Guthrie earlier. Okay, anything farther north? Okay, so we've had one confirmed tornado doing damage east side of Purcell. Might have set down right over Purcell downtown proper and then moved to the northeast, but it looks like east side of Purcell and then points east had the tornado. Okay.
Ready for you on 1.
Okay, Links 1 on a storm track. And we make it a little bit wider just because we want to give everybody a little bit of room in here. Etowah, 744. We'll say Macomb, 752. Tecumseh, 758. Shawnee, 802. And that's downtown. That's all of Shawnee, 8 o'clock, a little earlier on the west side of town. OBU, 803. And Earlsboro at 805, okay? All right, so if you live Etowah, Payne, Tecumseh, Shawnee, be thinking about where to go. Safe spot, lowest level, center part of the house. If you live in a mobile home, if you live in a trailer, you're going to have to find another place to stay safe, right? Neighbor that has a home, a neighbor that has a house, a built home. You cannot stay in a mobile home or a trailer, and this has already produced damage. Okay, let's go back to Links 4.
Links 4, David, there's another area of circulation between Lake Thunderbird and McGuire, just south of Highway 9, that is starting to tighten up.
A little bit of a spin.
Yeah, right. So there's Noble. This is going to be east of Noble by about 4 miles.
Yeah, it's right there. It's not as tight as what Purcell just did, but shear rate looks pretty impressive right now.
Tornado warning coming for this cell, David.
Okay, that's it. And again, folks, this is what we're saying. It's not these big, huge couplets that look like, oh my gosh.
Right.
They're weak. They're brief. They don't look that impressive on radar. But that's a problem. New tornado warning now coming for you folks. Lake Thunderbird. This is going to be for Lake Thunderbird and Little Axe. Tornado warning coming for you because of that right there. That's where the tornado is going to be. This is going to be just south of Highway 9 between 84th Street and 108th. That's where the tornado is going to be right here.
Cannot confirm that it's on the ground, but the circulation is definitely tight enough.
It looks like it might have been right here. Go back to debris.
Okay.
That looks right.
Yeah, it just doesn't. That piece of data doesn't move. That was my only.
Yeah.
But either way, you got to treat it like it's on the ground. We have had a confirmed tornado just in the last 10 minutes.
Yeah. So Purcell, you had a tornado. Okay. So this is going to be the new tornado warning. It's right in here. It's right where this is wrapped back in, and that's going to be crossing Highway 9 right now. It's going to go on and over the eastern sides of Lake Thunderbird. Tornado warning for you from Lake Thunderbird up to Twin Lakes. So we know I have two tornado warnings right now. And this tornado has produced damage. We know we have damage in Purcell. What is, Justin, what does Jeremy have in Purcell on the east side? Does he have damage at all?
He's had some minor damage. He's working through it right now.
Okay, let's go back to Jeremy. Let's take his shot.
Oh,
quickly.
He got it back up.
Let's go back to Jeremy Carter here, control room. Jeremy, give us a quick update on the damage. What do you see? How much damage in that area right there? Go ahead. Give us a quick update.
So, David, what I'm seeing at this point is, like the trash can blowers, some trees coming down. Basically, you can see where trees have fallen across the road. A lot of light debris. I see no structural damage, but it was clearly evident where the tornado cut through about Monroe and Madison, right on Green Avenue. Okay, so thankfully I don't see any real damage, anything structurally, but definitely a little vortex went through town here. Back to you, David.
And again, Jeremy, it might be a little farther to your east because we had debris lofted. It looks like 10 to 15,000 feet up. So it's going to be an EF1, maybe an EF2 damage path. You're going to have some damage. You're going to have to get a little bit farther east, okay, just by looking at what we were looking at with radar. There will be some damage on the east side of Purcell and then points farther east. Okay.
This is the circulation, David. This is now just crossing 108th and Highway 9. This is going to move right over the center portion of Lake Thunderbird.
Yep. Here's Lake Thunderbird right here. You can see the outline of the lake. If you live basically from 108th off to the east, tornado safe spot, lowest level, center part of the house. The tornado is going to be right here, crossing, once again, Highway 9. Debris, looking for debris. There might be intermittent ups and downs with the tornado. It might be up, it might be down, but right now, no major large debris being lofted in the air, but that can change in a second, okay? So if you live, once again, central part, north or south of Lake Thunderbird, and then up towards Little Axe, tornado safe spot, lowest level, center part of the house, you got to go now. You have to go now, okay? We have trackers coming in from the northeast, okay? All right, Val is, again, coming down I-40 along with Tom and Hank. And I know Val's making his way off to the east quickly here. All right, so tornado warning. Once again, with that, let's turn the warnings on in this box
I just had to turn them off. There were so many. You can turn the tornado warnings.
Just turn tornado, yeah. Just tornado, obviously. And the purple box means confirmed tornado damage, confirmed tornado. That's what we had with that damage on the eastern sides of Purcell. And we now have Val. So here's the deal. These are moving at 65 miles per hour, okay? So they're moving in. They're doing what they're going to do. Some damage, they move in, they move out. So that's why you can't think, oh, I've got, plenty of time. They're moving at their normal 20, 30, 40 miles per hour. 65 miles per hour. It's over a mile a minute. Think about that, okay? All right, so tornado warnings. We have 2 of them. South Metro, 2 tornado warnings now from, again, talking about Lake Thunderbird to the south. We're looking north, a little area of spin now. It's going to come into Stillwater. You folks in Stillwater, heads up. This is going to come in. There it is, right there. Not a tornado warning yet, but if I'm in Stillwater, I'm thinking about where to go in the next 5 minutes, okay? Safe spot, lowest level. I'm just going to keep an eye on this, as we certainly are. Okay, right there. There's the area of spin now, just south and east of Highway 51. It's going to go right over Stillwater, basically, okay, as it moves in from the southwest. Okay, let's go farther south. And I want to point out, nothing in Oklahoma County now of any concern. This is all in the East Metro with heavy rain, lightning, and thunder. The tornado warnings are, again, South Metro, Southeast Metro, but not Oklahoma City proper. Okay, so 2 tornado warnings right here.
David, this circulation is staying tight. The Purcell tornado ramped up and ramped down. This is not doing that.
Nope, it's right over Lake Thunderbird now. Circulation right over Lake Thunderbird. Right here, that's the tornado.
We may have a water spout going on, honestly.
Yeah. Tornado's probably on the water, moving across Lake Thunderbird, and then from there, it's headed towards, there's the tornado right there, and that's going to head up towards Little Axe. You folks in Little Axe, look at the tornado here. That's probably on the lake. If not, it's certainly close. Okay, go back to reflectivity here, Lace. Let's see what it looks like. Okay, you're not, there's
a hook.
Yeah, it's on the back side.
Backside, yeah.
Backside hook. I know, it doesn't look right. It looks weird. I know. But it is what it is. And sometimes you get these things on the backside. Tornadoes right here over the lake, headed to the north. It's going to cross the north finger of the lake. There's the tornado. What about CC? What do you see in that?
The last scan, I still haven't been able to see anything because of where it is. It's not really lofting anything.
No, it's over water.
If it's on the ground, and it sure looks like it could be or should be.
But there's a lot of trees in here, obviously, so whatever it hits, it's going to pick some of it up if it's certainly strong enough. So,
absolutely.
Okay, so there's the hook now, moving right across. There's the tornado. now moving, it went right across the southeast point.
And Alameda Drive, a little bit in the
right
coast,
here.
basically.
Now it's on the north finger of the lake. It's going across and head up towards East Rock Creek Road. Little Axe, lowest level. If I live in Little Axe, if you live in Little Axe, lowest level, center part of the house. You want to get, again, if you live in Little Axe, to the west and north of Little Axe, lowest level, center part of the house. Okay? Tornadoes right here crossing the north finger of Lake Thunderbird. It'll emerge at East Rock Creek Road as it makes its way over Luther Road and then Dobbs Road. There's the tornado.
It went very
right
close
here.
to the Thunderbird Casino right there on Highway 9 where it makes the bend. It looks like it stayed west.
West, barely.
But it's close. I mean, it is close.
Yeah. And we had that casino again, obviously, in our storm track. Okay. So that's where the tornado is. And it looks like it's producing or has produced a water spout. It's just about ready to move in on land.
Okay, and Megan was just pointing out, David, the tornado warning to the south, there's two.
Yep.
Okay, the Etowah tornado, that may also be back on the ground.
It is. Let's go back to it. I see it. There it is.
And there's so many trees in this area, so the debris will show up easily.
Tornado. This is the other tornado. Two tornadoes on the ground at the same time. Okay, south of Etowah. Okay, that's a tornado now crossing 108th and McGuire. If you live in Etowah or east of Etowah, lowest level, center part of the house, tornado on the ground right here. That's the debris being lofted into the air. Okay, the radar is hitting that debris at a certain height. To me, it looks like it's about 10,000 feet up maybe. There's the debris, and it's going to cross McGuire Road, south and east of Etowah. But if I live in Etowah or east of Etowah, I'm not messing around with this. Lowest level, center part of the house. If you live in a mobile home or a trailer, you have to go to your safe spot. You have to go now.
So I just took off your data so you can see where the tornado is. You can see the terrain, the trees, all the homes.
Yeah, tons of forest, lots of debris, lots of neighborhoods in here now. This whole area is really taken off with homes and all that going on. Okay, so there's the Etowah tornado.
Yep.
On that Etowah, I went and put another storm track on, on Links 1 if you'd like it.
Okay, and then we'll jump south on the other tornado warning. So there's your tornado. Right here, and there's your storm track. Tecumseh, 824, Shawnee, 834, OBU, 837, Earlsboro, 843. Again, this has produced a tornado with damage on the east side of Purcell. We have some damage from the east side of Purcell, north and east. And once again, that's going to be with the circulation of where it is now. Now coming into Pottawatomie County. You folks in western Pottawatomie County, let the fun begin. That's going to head up towards Brooksville and Tecumseh. Okay, confirmed tornado. We've had damage on the east side of Purcell. And now with that circulation, and look at this. That's another problem. That's going to Dale. That's going to Meeker. And look at the circulation. Look how tight that is. Wow.
That one's gotten tight. They're both of them. Both of them could be on the ground at the same time. Absolutely.
Yeah. Okay, so here we go. Two areas of spin right here. Okay, tornado warnings now. And this tornado to the north has produced some damage. We know that. Let's go back.
Let's go to Links 4.
Stay with that. Let's go back to that just for a second. What was that? What box were we in? Showing the storm track. On the northern storm. Okay. Let's do that. Twin Lakes, 8 o'clock. Dale, 8 o'clock. OBU, 8 o'clock. Shawnee, 8 o'clock. We've been saying 8 o'clock, 8 o'clock, 8 o'clock for a long time now. Okay. Jacktown, 8:06. Meeker, 8:09. Remember, they're not moving at 20 to 25. They're moving faster than most of you drive. At 65 miles per hour, at least, you know. And again, racing northeast, okay? So western, northwestern, northern Pottawatomie County, under the gun, southern, southeastern Lincoln County. You're going to be next. And Earlsboro to Shawnee to Johnson to Little to maybe as far south as Seminole, be thinking about where to go. Lace, what you got?
David, there is debris ball now showing up north of Little Axe. So the sirens are sounding in McLeod.
Okay, let's get to it. Links 4.
Yes, so this is the northern storm now. Yep. The northern storm. And there you can see, I'm just going to zoom in.
Links 4 control room.
That's it. You're on it.
Okay.
Yeah, there you go.
All right, so that's the debris.
Yes.
Okay, there's Lake Thunderbird. This is the northern circulation center.
I'm going to take off this panel, but
that's
just to show you.
Debris being lofted, right? And that's the tornado. Here's Little Axe. There's the tornado debris being lofted in the air. The tornado is on the ground. It looks like some of the debris we're not seeing as much debris, okay? So which means possibly the tornado has weakened some. Looking at shear rate, there's your tornado right here. Now well east of Lake Thunderbird, but if I live in Twin Lakes, Dale, over to OBU, I'm thinking about lowest level, center part of the house. Both tornadoes doing damage this morning in January in the metro. Okay? And if anybody tells you that there's any crazier place than the Oklahoma City metro for tornadoes, they are out of their mind. All right, so anyway, it's just where we live. We cover it. It's how we deal with it. But man, wow, wow, wow. Okay. So
while you're showing that, David, just want to give a report here for news and for people in the metro. At Covell and Broadway in Edmond, a tree did fall on a vehicle. There was a lightning strike there. There's reports of injuries there, and they have actually shut down northbound Broadway at Covell.
Okay.
So a very isolated incident there, but these storms have caused injuries. Be the wind with it, the lightning with it, and now we know we had 2 confirmed tornadoes, and may still be both be on the ground.
Right, and Broadway right there is a 4-lane intersection north to south, so that's a busy intersection.
Yes.
Avoid Covell and Broadway in Edmond. It shut down, tree fell on a car, there are injuries, okay? Avoid that in Edmond right now. Okay, all right, so confirmed tornadoes on the ground, doing damage right now, Southeast Metro. There's Lake Thunderbird. Let's do it here. Let's go ahead and zoom back in.
Okay, which one do you want to go to first?
Let's go to the North Storm first. Okay, these are going to Twin Lakes. You folks in Twin Lakes, lowest level, center part of the house, be thinking about where you're going to go, okay? All right, so here's Franklin. This is going to be Stella right here. And again, this is where the circulation is. It's right here. Lacey, go to CC. Let's take a look at debris. We're looking for debris lofted in the air, and it's still there. It's not as much, not standing out as much, talking about the debris, so that's a good sign. Less debris in the air, which possibly, obviously, will mean that it's weakened or it's lifted, at least for now. Still have the hook on the back side. I know you're thinking, why the hooks are usually on the east side of the Screaming Eagle, and what do we got? No, it's not that kind of a setup. It's a totally dynamic, different setup this morning, okay?
And this is going to cross I-40. Just looking at where this will cross I-40. If you're listening to us on the radio, they are streaming live on all the Tyler media stations. Okay. So I-40, yes, close to the casino. This will cross.
Casinos are open 24. Again, if you know anybody that's at the casino, right? If grandma's been there all night, I can't help her, but you got to let her know. Text anybody and anybody you know that works at the casino. And the reason I'm worried about it, the tornado's right here. It might miss the casino. It might. But I tell you what, if I'm there, I want to know that this is headed towards me and a lot of people, right? It's a highly populated area. You know what? It's a Thursday morning, right? And there's got to be people in there. So keep that in mind. And right now it's 7 miles away. That arrives at about 8 o'clock at the Grand Casino on I-40, just northwest of Shawnee. But remember, Shawnee extends up into and crosses I-40, the north side of Shawnee, the mall, right? The car dealerships, Lowe's, it's all there on the north side of Shawnee. Okay, that's where the tornado, again, is headed. Okay, let's go back to looking at debris. I don't see near as much as debris as we did. Looking at velocity data. Let's see what we have here.
Okay, I'm switching here. Give me 1 second. There you go.
There it is.
It's very close to the radar site, I will say. Yeah. And, I mean, there's still an area of circulation.
It's right here.
Yes.
It's
crossing Harrah Road, David.
Yep, Harrah, and here's county line. This is where we leave Cleveland County. We get into Pottawatomie County. Okay, Cleveland County is right here. This is Pottawatomie County. Circulation is right here. Trackers are to the north, and they're going to kind of spread out here. They're going to get in position and let this come on top of them. Okay, here's Twin Lakes. Okay, farther south, looking at velocity data, there's the, I was going to say, I see it. It's tiny, but it's there. It is.
It just crossed the river, David.
Yep.
The farther south storm.
Here's the river right here. Okay, so now coming up on East Road 123 and North-South Road. What's my north-south right here? There's State Highway 9.
It's coming up on State Highway 102.
102 is right here, and North-South Road 333. That's the tornado, okay? And it's almost to 102.
And that one, David, it looks like it'll go east. Yes, east of Tecumseh, headed right towards Shawnee. That circulation is.
Yeah. That's going to Shawnee. Pretty close to Shawnee. Okay, so Shawnee, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 and a half miles southwest of town, moving at a mile a minute.
I did it at 65 to give you a little extra time.
Yeah.
It may not be moving quite that fast.
So it's less than 10 minutes.
And hey, David,
okay. Yeah, go ahead, Megan.
On power outages, we now have 1,500 customers in Oklahoma County without power.
1,500 just in Oklahoma County?
Just in Oklahoma County.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, and we didn't get any tornadoes here in Oklahoma County. We did in the South Metro, right? So 2 tornadoes have done damage, confirmed damage. We had it live on News 9 with debris in the air, lofted in the air, and now those areas of spin are continuing to push to the northeast. I'll put my fingers on both of them right there. Okay, let's go ahead.
While you're looking at that, I'm just showing you, David, what's going on further to the south along the line. It is firming up just a little bit more.
Yep.
And just, you got to stay alert from Ada to Kanawha to Sissaquah, Holdenville.
Yep. Stratford.
Yes.
Yep. This area, again, St. Louis, over to Wewoka, Holdenville, Ada, Roth, Sulphur. Again, you guys need to watch this line. This can happen to you. It's more likely where it is. It's on the north side of this bulge up here. There's more shear with the north side of this, the way it pushes back. Right here, see this way it arcs back. That's why we're getting tornado genesis here and not down the line. But that can change, okay? So if you live down the line, you need to be thinking about, hey, hang on a second. We got problems up north. You do. But down south, right here, anywhere along this line, any one of these areas down here, from Romulus back down to Asher, could begin to tighten up and spin, and we could get a tornado warning down here. Okay, so the tornado warnings continue. Again, for you folks at Twin Lakes, back to the west, up to Dale, tornadoes, and that tornado has been on the ground all the way back from southwest of Lake Thunderbird. It might have produced a tornado crossing the water. Then it becomes technically a water spout. And then from there, off to the northeast, up towards Dale. Looking at shear right here, this is the rotation tracker. You can see the area of spin. This is where the fun began as it crossed Lake. Look at that. That's our shear track, the area of spin. Whoop, 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 all the way through. Crossing the lake, boom, 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 and now we're up to here, okay? And then the other area of spin came out of Purcell, and again, you're thinking, that doesn't look like, I know, but
right, but it was.
It was, more than enough. And it began to spin southwest of Purcell, and then from there, all the way through Etowah. I'm good. And then, I don't know what I need a lot of things. And then from there, going up to Shawnee, OBU, Johnson, and Tecumseh. Okay, you're in the line of fire next. Okay, so let's do some precision storm tracking here. Trackers are coming in from the north. Now, Hank and Tom and Justin will need to fan these guys out. We need to stage these guys. Okay,
which one do you want to go to first, David?
Let's talk about the first one here, the North Storm.
The North Storm, okay.
Yeah, circulation's right here. It's on the west finger of Twin Lakes, okay? That's going to be Lake Road. How many times?
I know.
In my career, have we all said Lake Road? A lot. Lake Road. And, okay, so here's Hank.
So there's the circulation, David, and maybe debris crossing
Right
Fish Market Road.
Fish Market Road and Highland Road. This is Highland Road, right here. Comes back, and then there's Fish Market Road. This is the area of spin. Up to the north looks a little suspicious, but looking at velocity data, it's all right here.
Yeah, I'll show you. There's definitely little ripples.
Yeah,
but the
kinks.
Tight circulation and the couplet, yeah.
So the tornado now is going to be coming up on Homer Lane. If you live on the west and north side of Twin Lakes, lowest level, center part of the house, get out of the mobile home, get out of that trailer, okay? More people die in mobile homes and trailers from EF2s or weaker, okay? It just doesn't take a whole lot. It takes an EF0, an EF1, an EF2, obviously, but an EF0, EF1 to flip a mobile home, to flip a trailer. You're going to be fine, but you've got to get out of those. You got to go to a safe spot, okay?
This is moving, David, at 60 miles per hour plus. That'll put it on Tom's location right there in the next 2 minutes, 3 minutes.
Yeah, let's go to Tom.
Coming closely.
I'm going to bring Tom in here. He's looking off to his southwest, and I know what it's going to look like. There's a shot. Tom, your tornado might still be on the ground looking off to your southwest. That's exactly what it's going to look like as it approaches you, as it comes in from the southwest. But, Tom, there's your shot. Give us an update. What's your wind right there? Go ahead, Tom.
Yeah, right now my wind is actually pretty calm. It's coming from looks like from the east. I'm just looking for any power flashes, any lower rings. It's pretty grungy right now. Everything's in the rain. But, yeah, I'm looking towards my southwest. It does look like there's like a little darker area over there. I don't see anything, no power flashes right now. But it's unusually kind of creepy calm right now. Back to you.
All right, great update there, Tom.
Thank you, Tom. And look at the motion of the clouds here. Look how fast these are just ripping in towards Tom. So Okay, let's go back to links 4.
Yeah, there it is. It's crossing the lake right now, David, because this particular product will be behind our live radar by just a little bit.
Yeah,
here's our live radar.
Okay. Oh, it's on the lake. It's on the north finger of the lake. There's the tornado now. Twin Lakes. Okay. This is the tornado on the north lake. It's on the north, basically moving right over the dam. It's right here.
Yep.
Is where it is. And then from there, it's going to go on or just south of the Grand Casino. Okay. Down State Highway 102. There's the tornado. There's I-40. How far is this from I-40? What, 2.5 miles?
About 2 miles, yeah. Right at 2 miles.
Okay, 2 miles south of I-40, crossing 102 in the next 30 seconds. Okay, so let's back out. Let's talk about Shawnee here, then we'll jump south. Okay, so Shawnee, good news for you with this circulation. This misses Shawnee. This is your problem, Shawnee, the other area back to your southwest. Okay, so area of spin now on the north lake, headed up. It's going to cross 152 right now. That's what it's doing. It's going to cross I-40, pretty close to just west of 177. Okay, so there it is. So that's with the Twin Lakes. That's with that circulation. Now let's talk about what's going on. Shawnee, lowest level, center part of the house. You need to be there. And looks like it might have weakened a little bit on as far as the rotation strength-wise, okay?
Yeah, the couplet with the storm headed towards Shawnee has really weakened.
It has.
For now.
It's come down.
And I'm not seeing debris lofted currently.
No, but you know what? Just to be safe, Shawnee.
Absolutely.
Lowest level, safe spot. Let's get this thing in here. The hook's still on the backside. It looks like the hook now.
I'll go back to reflectivity here, and you can see it.
It's right. Well, it looks like it's right there.
I think that is it, David. So that's basically coming.
There's an area here, but this is tighter.
Coming up to 177.
It's crossing right now.
And Val has a base looking south from Twin Lakes.
Yep. Let's go to Val Castor. Val's at Twin Lakes to see what he's seeing. And Val, we have your shot up. And Val, we've had 2 confirmed tornadoes doing damage. The southern storm might have weakened some. Your storm still might be at least intermittently off and on the ground as it makes its way across now the north lake, as it makes its way quickly towards you. It's right there. Go ahead, Val.
Yeah, so, David, if you're looking at my shot right there, we're on I-40. We're 2 miles east of 102 at the moment. You can see the base of the storm right there. That is the base of the storm. I don't see anything on the ground right now at the moment, but that's where it is. That's where the remnant circulation or the circulation is still going on. I'm going to pull off the side right here. There's emergency vehicles trying to warn people about this. But right now, David, I don't see it on the ground or anything like that. But that area you're looking at is it. That's definitely it right there. And that's going to be so I'm trying to get the bearings down here. This is highway. This is like the McLeod Highway, the one that goes through McLeod on I-40, right near Dale, I guess you could say. So it's going to cross I-40 just south of Dale. That's kind of what we're looking at right now. And it's probably on I-40 at the moment, probably the circulation. But we don't see anything on the ground unless it's rain-wrapped and we just can't see it. Back to you.
Yeah, nice job. Yeah, and exactly right. And remember, our storm trackers combined have been chasing for well over 250 years. That's how much experience these guys and gals have. And a day like today, this is not for amateurs. This is not for the Yippee-Yi-Yay cowboys. These are for the veteran storm trackers. These are so hard to keep up with. Visibility's bad. Ceilings are low. They're not hanging out. They're all wrapped in rain. In other words, it's a hot mess, okay? It's going to the buffet line, and you're sampling a little bit of everything, okay? All right, so there's your line coming in from Hank. Let's get a quick update from Hank. And Hank, just to the north now, that's going to be just to your – Hank, that's it. That's the line. And it looks like that little kink right there could be it, Hank. Go ahead. Give us an update.
Yeah, I'm right here just south of the Grand Casino, looking, kind of watching as it came from my southwest. I think it may have moved just a bit east of me, and that's what you're looking right there. You're looking kind of east-southeast from the Grand Casino or just south of it. I don't see anything on the ground. You can kind of see a little bit of a lowering there, but, I don't know that it's tornadic. I'll have Patty zoom in here a little bit. You can see a little bit of that lowering right there that we're watching, but it's just east of the Grand Casino. For those of you that live out here, it's just south of I-40. and it's just east of the 102 South exit, just to that east. That's where that little notch is hanging down. So it doesn't look near as pronounced as it was, but you can see right there, right above that tree line, there's still a little lowering there that it wouldn't be, out of the question for something to spin up, David. Back to you.
All right, nice job, Hank. So look at that shot there from Hank. This is what this looks like. It's not a classic setup where you have a big wall cloud hanging down, invisibility. It's not like that at all. Not even close to that today, nor was it going to be. It was going to be, again, individual spin-ups along this line, and that's exactly what happened. The latest is we've had at least 2 tornadoes doing damage, one on the east side of Purcell, and then from Purcell north and east, and another one south of Lake Thunderbird near Etowah, some damage there, and the tornado warnings continue. But look at that shot. That's what these look like, and they tighten up, and you will get condensate all the way to the ground. But remember, the cloud base is just a few hundred feet above the ground, so it doesn't take much for the cloud to extend down to the ground, and we get the tornado, okay? All right, so let's go to full screen here, looking at, again, the tornado warnings continue. And again, this is on the northern storm first.
Okay, we want to start there. That one turned right significantly, David. It was moving northeast, and then it turned right, went south of the casino, and is now crossing I-40.
Yeah, it's right here.
Most likely.
It's pretty close to Tom. Looks like it's real close to Tom.
Kind of right at the spur of 177.
Yeah, it's right here. So I'm looking at Tom's shot, and gosh, just dark and ugly. Here's the area of circulation. Came right over really over both lakes, mainly the North Lake.
And just to point out, these are converging on Shawnee. Both tornado warnings are coming into Shawnee. You're getting 2 different warnings for different storms.
Yeah, and remember, now this is, again, it's still going to go over the north side of Shawnee. Shawnee goes, here's Shawnee downtown. That's downtown Shawnee. Shawnee is big. It goes all the way up. The mall is on the north side of I-40. Lowe's is on the south side of I-40. And that whole area got hit, several times the last couple of years. But the hook is wrapped back in here. Tom and Val are right there. Tom's on the back side looking right at it. We're looking at his shot. And Tom's shot is right here. Okay, Tom's in Shawnee right now on the north side. And that's the hook. Okay, let's go to shear rate. Let's see what that looks like.
There's debris, just looking for debris. My mind is kind of blown that both these storms are converging at the same time on the same town. That's kind of a wild setup that one turns so much more to the right.
2 tornado warnings out of 2 different storms over one city. Shawnee, wow. Okay, but this is the area of spin that's now crossing I-40 just to the east of Tom. And let's go to Tom Pastrano here. And he's on the backside looking right at it. Tom, it looks like it's just to your east. Tom Pastrano, we have you hot. Go ahead. There it is. There it is. Go ahead, Tom.
Yeah, David. So I'm looking right at where I think it's crossing I-40. I have really strong south winds here, and it looks like just up ahead there could be some wrapping rain curtains. I don't see no power flashes right now. I don't see anything on the ground, but it really looks ominous. It's starting to take a different shape than it was just a few minutes ago. So we really have to watch that area as it's going north of I-40. Back to you.
Okay. All right. Nice job, Tom. Keep going eastbound and down. Okay, back to Lynx 4. And that's what it looks like looking at a Tom's shot. Hank's there. Val's there. Okay, so 2 tornadoes so far this morning. One, again, on the east side of Purcell with some damage there, and then points north and east. And then other damage coming in from south and west of Lake Thunderbird. Went pretty close to the casino on Highway 9. It looks like it might have produced a tornado crossing Lake Thunderbird as a waterspout. The debris was pretty intense going up to the lake, and then it continued as it got over the lake. So,
here, I'll take this back, David, just so we can keep an eye on these different circulations. Back 30 minutes.
Yeah.
Okay, so you see the 2 different circulations. The Etowah storm went north.
That's the one that came out of Purcell.
Yes.
And that's that one, right? Tornado there.
Right.
Debris lofted, weakens.
And it has weakened.
Yeah, it's weakened
Meanwhile,
a lot.
I'll zoom into the north storm, which looks to be the more dominant, and I'll take this back. You can see the circulation. There you go. You got it.
Yep. And it kind of goes away.
Yeah, so there it is coming up to I-40.
Yeah.
And 102, and that circulation
is gone now.
Is
right
gone.
Over between Tom and Hank.
Yes.
So and the circulation right over 40. Val and Tom have great visuals of it.
Yeah, I see it. Yeah, looks good. All right, let's go back to Val again. Tom's here. Hank's coming in a little bit further west. Let's go to Val and bring Val back in here. Val, there it is. It looks like it's now crossed I-40. Is that the mall and the casino just to your east? Go ahead, Val. Give us an update.
Yeah, David, it's getting stronger again. I guarantee you it's trying to reform. That's it. It's crossed I-40. It's to the north of I-40. It's probably close to the highway that comes south of Meeker, maybe just a little west of there. But the lowering, it's got a lowering with it, and it's getting lower. The lowering is getting lower with it. It's not on the ground that I can see at the moment, but it's definitely getting stronger. We know how fast these things can spin down, how quickly it can happen, just like we saw earlier down at Purcell. That could happen really fast. So this definitely needs to be watched because it's strengthening again on the very far north and northeast side of Shawnee. Back to you.
Val, you are right. It is getting stronger. Shear rate is coming up. And again, there's the mall now. These are the restaurants here on the north side, the mall on the north side of I-40. This is now north of I-40, right, which is good with that area of circulation.
Where CC was.
Okay, let's go back to links 4, and it's right here. That's the area of spin. That's where Val and Tom are. Look, right here. There it is. Now crossing Highway 18, and that's what Val, you're seeing in his shot. That's that lowering right there. There it is. That shot is that right there. Okay? That's that. That's called precision storm tracking, right?
And there was likely
shear rate. Go ahead.
There was likely circulation that crossed 40. Tom just went through that path. Some signs, minor damage, but there was definitely noticeable crossing 40 as he's heading east.
Okay.
Yeah, and that's right where Val is showing it. That's right where radar is pinpointing it as it was south, crossing basically right at Highway 18 and 40. The circulation now is 3 to 4 miles north of I-40.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. No, it's, again, once again, moving at, 65 miles per hour, over a mile a minute. So here's the tornado now, and it's now crossing Farm Road or East-West Road 110 and North-South Road 3430. Looking for debris. There might be a weak little area in here, possibly. What is velocity data?
Velocity, the couplet is still very much there.
Okay, let's go back. There it is.
Right there.
That still looks pretty impressive. Okay, this is north of Shawnee. Then we're going to jump back south here.
Okay.
Okay, so there's that. So if you live, again, north and east, north of Johnson, up to Prague, we'll get you a storm track. There's where the tornado is. Okay. And there's Adalot right here. There's Adalot. There's Meeker. Okay, this is going to be to your south of Meeker. It's right here. And from there, it's going to Prague. Johnson at 814. But right now, it's going to go probably just north of Johnson. But if I live in Johnson, lowest level center part of the house. But if you live in north of Johnson and up into southern Lincoln County over to Prague, you got to go. You got to be thinking. If you live anywhere in here right now, southwest of Prague, be thinking about lowest level center part of the house. You got to go, and you got to go now. Okay? All right, so area of circulation again now is north of I-40. Okay, so Prague, 824, Boley, 835, Okmulgee, 905, Kiefer, 910, and Sapulpa, 910. We'll do Glenpool at 913, okay? Okay, so let's go to CC. Okay. Let's check out debris here.
And while you're doing that, Dan was just telling me the news crews are getting into Purcell. Jeremy's been reporting the damage there, and we're hearing of homes damaged and things like that. Okay. So as soon as we get that live picture up, we'll put that in the box. Okay. If you can control them, and we'll know that that's there. But we still have a tornado likely on the ground.
Yeah. Okay, so here's the hook right here. This is that northern storm now, north of Shawnee. Val and Tom are there racing northeast. Okay, so again, Prague. Tornado is going to be right here. It's going to be right here, just northwest of Johnson. Yeah. Possible tornado there. Okay, let's go farther south now to see if we can't find the southern.
There's not much left of that. Yeah.
It's gone. So that's how fast that went up, did what it did. This storm that was down here did produce the tornado. Let's go back to reflectivity. Okay. Nothing in velocity data down here that's crazy.
Right.
And look how far east that is now.
It's already moved. It's about to approach 377.
Yeah, Seminole. Looking for a little kink right here. Look, there's a kink right here, Lace.
I'm zooming in here.
Okay.
From Bowlegs, you're seeing the one, between Maud and
Bowlegs.
River Mist Casino.
Boom. Okay, I don't like that. Okay. Right here, inflow notch, area of spin, just crossed 9A, going to 377. And there it is. Okay, might get another tornado warning out of that.
Hey, David.
Yeah.
Just hearing from McLeod Public Schools.
You're not hot.
Okay, this is Robin for McLeod.
Yeah, control room, bring her up hot, please.
Yeah. All right, McLeod Public Schools, apparently students are at the school and they're sheltered in place. So they are, there we go. Schools at McLeod Public Schools have the students there safe. They're sheltered in place this morning. So just want to pass that along.
Okay. The good thing about that, let's go back to this.
Yeah, the circulation went south of there.
Yeah.
They were sounding the sirens
Yeah.
in McLeod, so I'm sure a lot of parents, wondering what's going on with the students there.
Oh, yeah. Well,
But-
all these schools that have schools.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I mean.
The buses, of course. I mean, that's
Yeah.
just what
Okay.
you would expect. So just
Yeah.
use common sense here, right?
Yeah, yeah. I mean, the heavy rain. I wouldn't want my child on a bus in heavy rain anyway. So just, it's easy. I mean, we cancel school for wind chill days. Come on. We can cancel it for, heavy rain and a
Yeah, good
potential for
point.
severe weather. I mean, let's just, common sense, like Robin said here. Let's not overthink this. Just think it through. Okay, so there's the area of spin now, north of Johnson. And this is going to be southeast of Meeker. And again, it doesn't look like right now it's on the ground, but I said that earlier, and about 2 seconds later, it was on the ground. That's how fast these things are changing. So area of circulation now north of Johnson. Right now, looking at that image, we don't see any of the yellows or oranges showing up like we have debris on the ground, okay? But that's going quickly northeast up towards Arlington. You folks in Prague, I'd be, again, thinking about lowest level, center part of the house, okay? This has produced some damage.
Yeah, the emergency manager
down to
there
the
sounded
southwest.
sirens, Meeker and Prague.
That's good. Okay. And it's just basically east of Meeker now.
There's the laps on it.
Yep. And it's on the north side of this. It's almost a little what we call a little MCV. Yeah. And this is why the tornadoes have been here and not down the line. It's been on the north side of that. Some of the data had that.
I was just thinking that. Several of the high-res models did an excellent job on that exact placement and
It did.
timing,
It had
which has given folks a lot of warning on what to expect for today.
Yep, it certainly did. Okay, so if you're just now joining us, welcome. We've had at least 2 tornadoes doing damage, one in Purcell, east side of Purcell, another one southwest of Lake Thunderbird, and then from there up towards Twin Lakes, we might have had a tornado crossing Lake Thunderbird, intermittent damage all the way, at least up and down. Okay, and good news here, the Shawnee storm has weakened, pushed off to the east. No tornado warning for Shawnee. You're in the clear now as far as the tornado threat for Shawnee. The tornado threat continues along this line, running from Shamrock to Stroud, down to Prague, down to Seminole, down this line, down 377. This is the main show. Behind that, once you get back into this, no tornado threat, but along and behind the line to the back side of the storm is where the tornado threat will continue. And there is nothing going on now west of I-35. It is over with. You're going to have a quiet, warm, and breezy to windy day. Okay, I see Val shot. What's Val? Is he moving right now? Or is he stationary? I can't tell in his shot. Okay. All right, so tornado warnings continue for southern and southeastern Lincoln County. Shawnee, you're in the clear as far as a tornado warning. That's not in effect for you now. This is, again, this is to your north and to your northeast in Shawnee, but not by much. Okay, let's talk about the tornado and where we think it is, where we know it is, if it's going to be on the ground. And it's still right here. Here's Prague. If I live in Prague, if I live in Arlington, there it is, right here, south of Highway 62, now moving into Lincoln County. There it is, leaving Pottawatomie County into Lincoln County. Shear rate shows it. Velocity data show it. And looking for debris, we don't see a large amount of debris or any debris being lofted.
And the circulation, while it's there,
Hang on. I don't hear.
The circulation was more of a couplet earlier, not seeing the tight couplet
No.
there. So it may be on a weakening trend, but honestly, that storm and the one to the south would weaken and then would ramp back up in a few minutes' time.
Yeah, for sure. Okay, hey, let's quickly go to Tom Pastrano.
Okay.
And let's bring Tom in here. Tom, it looks like some guy is moving debris out of the road, it looks like. Or that might be Tom. I don't know. Let's get an update. Tom, who? Is that Corey?
Corey.
Oh, that's Corey. Look at Corey. All right, go ahead, Tom. Give us an update.
Corey's
Tom
the man.
And Corey.
Yeah,
Peoria, a pretty large tree. This yard actually has quite a few huge trees. One of them looks like it's uprooted, and then this is the damage path across the road that we're getting across right now. And I've seen quite a bit of large trees down. I saw one that was uprooted back maybe 2 miles to my south. Saw a huge trampoline on the road. There's just been a whole lot of obstacles on the road. So as this storm moves north, it's creating a path of destruction. Back to you.
All right, nice job, Tom. So again, that might have been right where that tornado crossed. Probably is. He said hit large tree down. Again, it was intermittent. It was up, it was down, it was up, it was down. The path is long. Now, was it continuous? We'll have to go back and we'll have to look at it here, and surveys will be done. But at least a 10, 15, 20-mile path on, I think, the northern storm and the southern storm, maybe the same, maybe 10, 15, 20-mile path, the way it looks. Okay, let's go back to Purcell. We have more damage now. Let's go to Brianna, and let's bring her in, and we'll take her shot control room if we can, and power lines down. And also, Brianna, we know we have some homes damaged in Purcell, so you'll need to look for that. Go ahead and give us an update from down in Purcell. Go ahead, Brianna.
Yes, David. We're here off 4th Avenue in Van Buren, where you can see that there is a down power line. Now, we just saw crews were right here. They do have the street blocked off here at Van Buren, right at 4th Avenue. Now, this is affecting about a block and a half of this neighborhood where this down power line is. We can kind of see another one right here, too, right beside us. But traffic is moving just okay right here in this area. But we were driving through Green Avenue on our way over here, one of those main roads. We didn't see any damage to the school and kind of driving through there by the police department, but we're going to keep looking throughout Purcell to find any more damage here in town.
Okay, all right, nice job. So, Brianna, here's the deal. There are homes with EF1 to EF2 damage here. It looks like probably very close to you. So go ahead, find that damage, get in that damage, and when you get it, we will get you back on the air as soon as possible. You find it, you're back on the air. Okay, nice job, Brianna, down in Purcell. All right, so here's the deal. Here's the main bang. Here's your line. Behind it, along this leading line, and then behind it, just again, in the line is where the tornado threat continues. Once you get back in here, you got nothing going on, right? Except, again, a little bit of light rain. But this is the main show. Let's talk about the Shawnee area. You're good. You have rain over Shawnee. The tornado threat continues for you folks in Okemah, to Cromwell, to Wetumpka, to Wewoka, to Holdenville. No tornado warnings down here, but here comes that line that has been the problem, once again, all morning long, okay, with these spin-ups along that line. So that's been the problem with the line. And on the north side of this piece of energy here, see how it kind of wraps back? It's a little more beefy up here. This is a piece of energy in here that has spin in it, combined with the jet stream. By the way, dew points are in the low 60s. Here's what you're getting out of this. There's just enough moisture today, and the jet stream winds are strong that we're getting what we're getting and what we've had. So right now, we've had at least 2 tornadoes with damage in Purcell, the east side of Purcell, and we've had other damage also south of Lake Thunderbird. We probably have damage near Lake Thunderbird and also damage near Twin Lakes up to I-40, and then from there up into Lincoln County. What you got?
David, there was just a wind gust to 59 miles per hour in Shawnee, and that's a southwest wind feeding up into, that circulation. So winds are really howling, feeding into that storm. It's still very strong.
Yeah, and that's that low-level jet that is part of tornado genesis. That's a low-level jet that is feeding this line and feeding the tornado threat. It's a low-level wind coming in here, not just at the surface, but about 3,000 to 5,000 feet up. That is about 60 to 70 miles per hour. And that is a key part of tornado genesis. So there you go. And there's your area of spin. That continues to come down, which is great. I'd rather have it coming down than going up, because the last couple of hours, everything's been going up. We've had at least 2 tornadoes, if not more. So right now, 2 tornadoes. One of those is going to be the Purcell tornado, I think was the strongest tornado as an EF1, EF2. We had debris lofted 10 to 15,000 feet up, and that is significant. And right now, the tornado warnings continue for southeastern Lincoln County. Right there, the area of spin is now crossing between Arlington and Prague. Circulation is right there. It's going to be a mile north of Prague is where we are, again, watching it. That's where it's spinning right here. Doesn't look like much to you, and I get it, but trust me, it's there. South of Arlington, crossing 377, and then from there, it's headed up towards Midway And from there, it's going to head up towards Welty, okay, back into northwestern Okmulgee County. Here's Creek County right here. Circulation completely wrapped in rain. Completely wrapped in rain coming in from
and just to point out
the southwest. Go
Kyle
ahead.
is in Stroud on the Turner Turnpike. Kyle left Woodward at like midnight and has been chasing this whole setup all night, and he's now made it all the way and taking this over into green country because that is where this whole setup is headed.
Yeah, and Kyle, he's a hound dog. I mean, he just
absolutely
he goes all day. All right, and he runs and guns, and I love it. All right, so Kyle's in Stroud. He's been up all night. And let's go to Kyle and get an update on some of the wind he has. And let's bring Kyle in here. Kyle, you're on that leading edge, right out ahead of it, right where you should be. Circulation still to your southwest now in southeast Lincoln County. Circulation still there, not as strong as what it was, but it is racing northeast. Go ahead, Kyle. Give us an update on the wind.
Yeah, David, we're sitting here along the Turner Turnpike in Stroud. I think the winds came down a little bit since Oklahoma City. We probably had maybe 40-mile-an-hour winds, moderate to heavy rainfall. We're going to sit here and keep track of it. Back to you, David.
All right, nice job. Good job, Kyle. And Kyle's going to keep tracking this thing a little farther. Our sister station in Tulsa, their fun is about ready to begin. I hope they don't have as much fun as we did, but this is going to be making their way farther and deeper into Greene County. And the dynamics are still strong. The moisture is still more than adequate, obviously, off in eastern Oklahoma. So our friends up in the Tulsa area and down to Henrietta, down to McAllister, down east of Ada, you got to keep heads up. Anywhere ahead of this line, eastern Oklahoma, you still could get another tornado or two. So we've already had two this morning. All right, so Kyle's in Stroud. No tornado warnings up north. Look at this map here. We don't have any severe thunderstorm warnings in effect, right? We had a couple earlier.
Well, I turned them off.
And then we flipped to...
I'm misleading you. I have those turned off just because...
Are you lying to me again?
Yeah, I turned them off so it wasn't as cluttered.
Okay,
they
no,
are
fine.
absolutely severe up there.
Okay,
yeah.
Good. And this is going to be for winds 50 to 60 miles per hour, okay?
Which is happening pretty frequently, honestly.
Yeah, there's been a lot of that. So the whole line, 50 to 60. And then in the line, right back here, a little bit of a kink. Notice how this comes up and goes back to the northwest. That's where we have the kink. All right, so there we go. All right, drying out, beginning to dry out here in Oklahoma City. Once this moves out, the rain ends in the metro, we're good. We're already good. Roads are doing great. Okay, let's go back to the tornado warning, and we'll zoom back in here and take a closer look of exactly what we had. Remember, it was in southeastern Lincoln County. Here's Okmulgee County. Here's Creek County. Circulation crossing 377 right there, a little stinger hanging down. You're thinking, that looks like junk. Yeah, kind of, right? But this isn't about looking good. This is about the dynamics, and the shear and the spin in the atmosphere are more than adequate to get areas of spin and to give us what we've had this morning, and that's been at least 2 tornadoes. We'll probably end up with maybe about a half dozen tornadoes, I think, today.
Yeah, it looked like it sit down multiple times.
Yeah, they were up, they were down, they were up, they were down. So it wasn't one continuous track, it doesn't look like. But either way, we've had some pretty good paths, 10, 15, maybe 20 miles long.
Well, and just like we were talking about with this type of a setup, the CAPE or the instability with this storm is so very low. It's at like 500. In the springtime, just to give you an idea, I mean, that number can get to 5,000. This is all about the spin and the low levels, which is kind of what we've been talking about the last few days.
Yeah. And this is all about shear or spin in the atmosphere. Instability, nothing. Nothing. Okay. All right, let's go to velocity data. I just want to see where this area of spin is. It was pretty close to Addington. It looks like it still is.
Here, I'll zoom in.
And tornado warning continues. It's right there. It's right here. It's coming into Okfuskee County.
Yep.
And Creek County is to the north. Here's Okfuskee. And let's see, here's Boley and Payne. Okay.
There's the circulation. I mean, there's not a whole lot left out of it right now.
It hasn't, yeah.
I'm hitting it at about 2,200 feet.
Okay, and that's north of Arlington. It's weak compared to what it was, for sure. Yeah, go ahead, Robin, take it.
An update on the power outages. They're now at 5,700, and we are hearing from our crew there. They're headed to the old Shawnee High School over there by Green Avenue. It looks like the roof, that's where some of the damage is, so we'll be able to catch up with them, David In Purcell. Yeah, in Purcell. Sorry about that. I said Shawnee, pardon me. We are also hearing from the McLeod schools, those kids that were sheltering in place, they're all back in the classroom safe this morning. So just kind of a tough way to start the morning.
Yeah, hectic. A lot of people were saying, I woke up because of this.
Yeah, a lot of people stuck in traffic as well that were out on the roadways this morning, so we had so many wrecks, but fortunately my mic is off.
All right.
That usually works better.
We'll get back over to David. David, what's the latest?
Well, here's the deal. The tornado warnings are going away. That's good. So the max that this thing produced, at least so far, was in the South Metro. We had the tornado in Purcell, damage in Purcell. It was intermittent damage from Purcell off to the northeast. And, of course, Purcell is going to be down here south of Norman. This is where this whole thing began. And let's get Jeremy Carter. Hey, Justin, get Jeremy in damage in Purcell.
Okay.
Yeah, right now, like yesterday. He needs to be back south. He'll never catch this, and when it does, it won't matter. So get him turned around.
Yeah, he went to Etowah and was looking around
I get
there.
it. No, I
he
get
was
it.
in Purcell earlier, but then reporter came in.
There's worse damage.
Okay.
Yeah, get him south. Okay, so Jeremy's up here. And all right, so no tornado warnings now. These are all severe thunderstorm warnings from Osage County all the way south. There is still a tornado threat anywhere along this line. It takes about 5 minutes or less for something to start to spin, and next thing you know, we have a tornado on the ground. So that's our concern with this line, as it's still in our eastern viewing area. Now moving into eastern Seminole County, down through Pontotoc County, just rolling through Ada. No warnings down here, but I guarantee it, this line's producing winds along the whole line, at least in spots, of 50 to maybe 60 miles per hour. And that runs from Kansas all the way to Texas. Okay, the whole line is severe, at least intermittently. And they ramp up, you get damaging winds, they ramp down, that goes away. Okay? So, all right, so tornado warnings are now gone for our viewing area. No tornado warnings for eastern Oklahoma, but that could come back, and they probably will. They'll probably get another one or two out of this. I-35 westward is all clean and green as far as severe weather. Oklahoma County, Oklahoma City, we're doing good. And Jeremy getting back in position here, and we'll get him back into Purcell, and we'll check in with our crews. Anything new down in Purcell from Brianna?
Well, we're just hearing the Conger Field at Purcell by the new high school football field. The roof is gone off the old building there. There's a home and a farm building there. Just hearing from a friend of mine who lives down there right by that area. And so there's also a situation with the semi over near by the Walmart.
Hearing reports there on I-35. This one be on the southbound side. Remember, we had that big semi crash there on the northbound side near Purcell early this morning. This looks like a new one that happened possibly as those storms were rolling through. So we're going to check in on that as well. But that's on I-35.
Still hearing reports of damage coming in. If you have damage videos or pictures, send them to us. You are our best eyes out there. Pics@news9.net. We'll share some of those. A lot of folks talking about Purcell right now, David.
Yeah, and guys, we can go back and take a look at that here if you want.
That's
show you.
it. This is taking it back,
Yeah.
David, not current.
So yeah, this is not live. We're live. That's not. But this is what it looked like. And again, here's Purcell. This is when it was ramping up.
And you'll notice how quick it happened. 7:28.
Okay, back at it one before that though.
Okay.
Okay, so we were talking about we were all over this saying, hey, and right here at 180th, okay, take that and click that once, and boom, and back here. So it really that's a 2 mile path. So that's 2 miles. That's 2 minutes. It went from okay to we have a problem. And we had a problem as it was approaching Purcell. There's Purcell Lake, and it's going to go, again, and it did, right over Purcell. Again, this is not live. This is just showing you what happened. All right, Lace, take that out one more. Let's go out to the next. And then it goes right across Purcell, damage in Purcell, east side of Purcell. And then from there, okay, crosses Duffy Road at 96th Street. And then from there, it just makes its way north and east. There it is again. The tornado continues. So it was up, it was down. We did this for quite a while.
Yeah, Megan was measuring. It was like a 21-mile path that it was either up and down. We would have debris and it'd kind of go away, but I think all through that portion of Cleveland County, there's going to be intermittent damage.
For sure. Yeah, we'll for sure have debris all the way. So Purcell, there is tornado damage in Purcell, and then from there all the way up to the northeast, at least off and on. Not EF3, not EF4, not EF5 damage, of course, but EF0 and EF1 damage, and there might be EF2 damage, but EF0, EF1 for sure, maybe some pockets and spots of EF2. Okay, you'll have more EF0 and EF1 damage versus EF2 damage. Okay, all right, so that's when it was coming into Purcell and a shear rate. All right, let's go to CC here. Let's go to debris just to see what it looked like. So not much there.
Right, so here's 728, it's southwest of town.
Yep.
And then you really start, you can tell
right
it. You can tell it hit
731.
something in Purcell, and that's what we were saying, because the debris quickly was
731.
lofted.
So it obviously this is a snapshot of what it looked like at 731 with debris at 10 to 15,000 feet up. Well, it had to hit it back to the southwest. So
One, I just tracked the debris.
Okay, there's a picture. Who's that from? Teresa Bjorn. I'll go with that.
Sure.
I'm getting what are we looking at here? Oh, by the way, great shot of the storm shelter. Where'd that shot come from?
I don't know.
Oh, okay.
Control room was punching that up. Does anyone know where that picture was from? Okay.
All right, I like it. I love it, and I need some more of it. Where'd it go?
Okay.
What happened to that shot? All right, anyway. All right, so this is kind of the path, and Megan was putting this together here, running from Purcell and all the way to Etowah, and then all the way, it looks like, just west of Brooksville. There's Tecumseh. That's where it was going. And again, this will change some, but this is kind of our first guesstimate of where the tornado, again, did damage, at least off and on, with damage in that line all the way up. And that's over a 22-mile pass. So that's what we call a long track tornado.
Public schools, by the way, David.
Okay, go ahead. We can't hear you. Can't hear you.
From Purcell Public Schools, due to weather and unsafe conditions in certain areas, students unable to make it to school will be excused. Students that are at school may be picked up and checked out.
Okay.
That's coming from Purcell Public Schools just a few minutes ago.
Okay, there you go. So Purcell, again, gonna, it's a good idea. Keep them home. And, and Purcell is going to be fine, but we obviously have damage in Purcell, some roof damage, some trees, power lines down, power poles down, as it ran from Purcell all the way to western Brooksville. So that's a long track, possibly EF1, EF2 possibly in a few areas. So EF1 for sure, EF0 for sure, and maybe EF2 damage in that line.
And that's just the one tornado.
That's one.
So then if we'll go back on links 4, we'll just take you back here.
Take 4.
Because we have no active warnings, and
Okay.
show you the Noble circulation that started to fire up right after the Purcell one. So there's the little debris area. You can see it just to the east of Noble by about 3 miles.
Yeah.
And then that, unfortunately, did some damage, crossed Highway 9.
Yeah, and it looked like it might have come back.
I'll put it back on velocity. Since it was crossing the lake, it was hard to see, obviously, in debris.
There it is.
But there it went. So this was at about 7:30 this morning.
Yeah,
I
right
told you
here.
rush hour, unfortunately.
McGuire, here's Lake Thunderbird. There's the tornado, right? South side of the lake, crosses the lake. There's the tornado. This is not live. This is from earlier when we were live. And then from there, crosses the north finger of the lake, keeps moving. Notice how the bright reds and the greens kind of get a little less bright. They fade a little bit, and that's because it was weakening some. Velocities were coming down. So, wow. Okay, so at least probably, I think, two different storms, probably about a half dozen tornadoes. The longest is going to be the Purcell tornado at probably, well, I say that. Purcell was about 20 miles, maybe a little more. Again, the Noble tornado might have been 20.
Yeah.
I mean, because it went all the way to I-40. And we have intermittent damage with damage, again, all the way through.
So this is a live look right now. There's Hughes County, Okfuskee County, storm still
Wetumpka.
severe, and a little bit more of kind of a bow starting to form there near Holdenville.
And that is a problem. So anytime you get one of these kinks, the north side of this was a big kink, and that's why we had the tornadoes up north. More spinning, a little ball of energy. The whole thing is spinning in the atmosphere. It really, really ramps up your localized shear spin when you have that ball of energy on the north side. And which you're thinking, oh, really? Why not down the line? Well, because that spin with that ball of energy enhances the shear, enhances the spin. That's why we've not had tornado warnings, not yet, down this line. But that can change because we are getting a little bit of a bulge here, hanging out, a little bit of a bulge now north of Holdenville. That's going to Wetumpka. That storm is severe. Winds in that would be 50 to 60 miles per hour. And it's headed towards Waletka, the way it looks right now. Okay, I see that shot. And trackers are getting back in position here. Val, making his way east. Okay.
I've got a couple pictures for you, David.
Yep. What box are you in?
1.
All right, Lynx 1. And from Shawnee, not good. Tree is on the car, never a good scene. And there you go. Doesn't take much. I figured out over the years, it doesn't take much to move a trampoline, but the stronger the winds, the farther it goes. And I hope they didn't get that for Christmas. If they did, we're going to have to reach out to Santa and get another one. There you go. But that's in Purcell. Tornado, yep, and wind. And also, you're going to have damaging winds around the tornado. But these were small tornadoes, fairly narrow, fairly small, but moving at 65 miles per hour, over a mile a minute. All right, so Lacey, okay, so nothing in the line. Well, that's our only concern as far as a tornado threat now.
And if nothing else, like you said, damaging winds. If nothing else, headed towards Wetumpka, just blowing through Holdenville, back up to Walika, and then eventually this is going to move up towards back to I-40 to Henrietta. And really, anyone north and east of this line, or your friends and family off in eastern Oklahoma, still need to pay very close attention to this.
Yeah. I mean, this is going to go on through this morning over there.
Yes.
It will end. It'll move out, but yeah, any interest, especially from I-40 north.
Tornado warning is coming for that circulation, David, as it's ramping up.
That's the one we were talking about. Yep. And here we go again. So this is in our viewing area. Tornado warning now.
It's going to be for Yeager and headed to Wetumpka and eventually Walika.
Yep. Is Tom still headed eastbound? Justin?
He had to step out for just a second. Tom is not at the moment.
Okay, we need to get Tom to the east because we might get some damage out of this.
Justin's got his mic refreshed. He's coming.
Okay. Hey, Justin, let's get these guys east. New tornado warning now. Coming from Yeager up to Wetumpka. Let's go to shear rate. Looks like it's right back in here.
Yep.
Yeah. Man, shear rate.
This is going to be 33. I'm just going to
shear rate is just not crazy. All right, it's just not off the charts. It's there, it's spinning, but it's certainly not off the charts. As far as looking at it now, reflectivity, it's right here. There's a kink. Okay. TLX.
With just this is TLX. I was switching just to Inola just to see what the difference is, but this is still our best option.
Yeah.
We're hitting it. We're not seeing the very, very low level at the moment. This is 3,400. Yeah.
3,400.
Yeah. Right, and that's SRV. And there's also an area of circulation south of Okemah.
Yeah, another one here. So that, again, is another little area of spin south of Okemah. That's going to head up towards Sunrise. Okay, so we're watching that. And then the area that's down here is our next tornado warning. So this is going to be for northern Hughes County. This is north of Holdenville. This is over Yeager. And then, you folks in Wetumpka, you got to go. Lowest level, again, we've already done this. Lowest level, center part of the house, okay? Wetumpka, you're in the line of fire. Circulation is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 miles to your southwest, moving a mile a minute, 7 miles away.
Yeah, moving at 70 miles per hour.
So 5 miles away, 5 minutes away. Wetumpka, 5 minutes away. There's some of the damage from Purcell. Do we still have Brianna on the line?
Yeah, she's ready to go.
Okay, let's go. Let's go to Brianna. Let's go back to Purcell and get an update. Crews are now fanning out, getting in position. News crews getting in place. Let's go to Brianna. And Brianna, there you go. There's some damage. Look, school, tell us what you have behind you and kind of give us a walk and talk. Go ahead.
Yes, David. So we're here right off Van Buren Street. Now, this is just not far from Conger Field, right by Purcell High School. Now, this looks to be an old building here, maybe the ag building. I think we were told by some locals here. Now, this, you can see the roof damage is extensive right here. The whole roof is caved in. And then we also can see down power lines on the street. Now, we had just saw other just down the street right here, more down power lines. This whole street right here on Van Buren, a lot of power lines are down. But as you can see, this is one of the old school buildings here, and that roof is completely damaged right here. You can see it's caved in. But like I said, this is right off Van Buren, not far from Conger Field, right by the new Purcell High School here.
All right, so again, that's going to be at 2nd and Van Buren in Purcell. And that's going to be at the Conger Field. Okay, so there you go. So that's significant, folks. So that's EF1 damage, maybe 2. I can't see everything in her shot, but that's going to be at least That's not EF0. That's going to be EF1 damage right there. So, and this is what we're dealing with. Intermittent up and down damage east side of Purcell. Okay, nice job. Okay, so tornado warning continues. Running from, again, south. You folks in Wetumpka, you got to go. You got to go now. Well, look what time it is. It's 8:44, 8:45, 8:47. It's in Wetumpka. That's what I said 3 minutes ago. It's 5 minutes out. It's moving at 70 miles per hour. It's over a mile a minute, okay? It's over a mile a minute. That's hauling. And most of our early spring tornadoes do travel quickly, because the jet stream winds are stronger. And as you get deeper into spring, your jet stream winds become a little lighter. That's not me, is it?
Is that time?
Who was it?
Not this Lacey. The other Lacey. She's got something she's got going on over there.
It's time to get ready for the next.
Get ready for the 9 a.m. newscast.
Oh, yeah.
That was my alarm.
That's what I'm talking about. I thought it was nap time over there for you guys. Okay. Okay, so anyway, it's coming into Wetumpka right now, 8:47. So we're just
moving
about
at
there.
about 70 miles per hour, and this is going to come back up to I-40. So if you know folks that are traveling on I-40, eventually this will cross again around Henrietta.
Up here. Here's Henrietta. Here's Okemah. Okay, this is I-40. And Val's making his way to the southeast. Let's get an update from Val. I know he's a little farther north, but he's going to be back into place. We've had some pretty good wind behind the line. Let's go to Val Castor and get an update from Val. He's in Okemah, or west of Okemah. Val, go ahead. What kind of wind have you had behind the line? And I know you know this. New tornado warning. It's coming into Wetumpka right now. Go ahead.
Yeah, I've been listening to that, and we're trying to make our way back over there. We will eventually. But, yeah, you're talking about wind, and not just behind the line, but also ahead of the line, too. We were having, at the same time that that tornado warning storm was north of I-40, we were getting inflow gusts into the mid-40s, maybe 50 miles an hour, even with some damage and even a little bit of debris out onto I-40. And so behind the line, probably equally as strong, maybe a little bit stronger, but more from the west, 50 to 55, maybe even 60 at times. A really windy, gusty time, and we're getting pushed around the road pretty bad right here as well. But we're going to make our way back over, get right in front of that tornado warning storm, David. Back to you.
All right. Hey, Lacey, take it here for just a second.
Yeah, so thank you, Val, for doing that. Still getting kind of on the eastern side of this entire line, trying to get out ahead of it. But man, when it's moving at 70 miles per hour, that's a tough feat. But of course, our storm trackers are doing it, and they're keep putting the pedal down. So Val's coming into Okemah, and he will meet this as it crosses I-40. Right now, the circulation is just over Wetumpka. So Wetumpka, that's over Highway 75, is basically the location, and Highway 27 where they meet. Velocity data is still showing kind of a broad circulation. It's not as tight as what we had with some of those confirmed tornadoes earlier, and checking for debris being lofted, not seeing any debris being lofted. Can't confirm it's on the ground, but I'm telling you, with the way this setup is, the way everything's feeding into this, you have to treat it like it's on the ground, or it will be very shortly. So folks down the line, really from Dustin, I think in Dustin it will probably go to your east, but it'll be close. But Dustin, Widleka, back up to Bryant, and then eventually Henrietta, this is headed your way. It may fall apart before it gets there, but it's definitely not to that point as of yet. So what that means is the lowest level of your home, get away from the windows, the doors, put as many layers between you and the outside as possible, and let this thing pass by. Since it's moving so quickly, it's going to move in and out of your area within minutes. It'll be over you, and then it will be gone, David.
Yeah, I mean, it is hauling. I mean, 70 now. So they've been moving 60, 65 all morning long. Recap, at least 2 tornadoes, more likely about a half dozen tornadoes. EF0s, EF1s, maybe some EF2 damage in there. The main line is here, right? Anywhere along this line, we can get short, brief, fast, quick, all the above spin-ups. We have one ongoing now, which is going to be north of Holdenville. Look at that damage there in that shot. I mean, peel back the roof and the AC units and all that. All right, so the only tornado warning we have now is going to be now moving into northern Hughes County, and from there it's going to move a little farther north into Ofuskie County, okay? All right, let's zoom in on this. Okay. By the way, nothing in Oklahoma City. It's going to be a warm and windy day, beautiful. But again, the cleanup will go on down near Lake Thunderbird and also down, obviously, in Purcell. Okay, so tornado warning does continue for you folks in Wetumpka. Let's find out where the circuit looks like. It's right here. It's right over.
It is. It's right over Tecumseh and
right over
just
town.
east, maybe.
Yeah, it's now east. There it is, right here. Man, Wetumpka, yeah, it's going right over you. Yeah, it's east of you now. But that's what we were saying. Wetumpka.
I'm just seeing if it's turned right a little bit. It almost looks like it may be. No, not really.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's Highway 9. Correct? Yeah.
Yeah.
Dustin? Yeah.
Yes, it is.
We need to add another label over there.
We do. You're right. Yep, definitely Highway 9, right through Wetumpka. That goes to Dustin, and the circulation is going to cross Highway 9 between Wetumpka and Dustin.
Yeah. You're right. There's Waletka, and it's pretty broad right now, though. It's right here. Oh, there it is. Yeah, really showing up. It looks like it might be looking a little tighter, a little more of a hook coming out. Velocity data doesn't say that, but reflectivity shows a little bit of. And again, you're seeing that shot. We were, again, got news crews out and about, obviously. Brianna was there. You can see the power poles down. Definitely tornado damage. Looks like the windows are blown out down in Purcell at the school, and the roof's peeled back. So that is tornado damage for sure. Okay? All right, so this is the other new tornado warning we have, southeast of Wetumpka, racing northeast. It's headed to Dustin. Lab said, is it going to go over?
It looks like it's going to be moving more north, but yeah, Dustin's definitely needs to be paying attention. It's going to be close to Dustin.
It's going to be close. So if you live in Dustin or west of Dustin, down 9, safe spot, lowest level. Once again, these don't last long. They spin up, they spin down, or they don't take long to form. Now, the other one lasted 20 miles. We've had at least 2 tornadoes today that lasted, again, at least 20 miles in length. So we've had 2 long track tornadoes today. This morning. And they've been, low end, EF0s, EF1s, maybe some EF2 damage. So crazy morning. All right, there it is, a little more of a pronounced hook. You're thinking, well, this looks completely different than what we had earlier when the hooks were on the backside. Yeah, because earlier we had the ball of energy, which is now north on that north side of this. And when you have that, that brings the hooks sometimes, not every time, but sometimes on the back side of the circulation. It's, the dynamics come together. So now we're having hooks out the front of the line, kind of poking its head out here, right?
Yeah, that's almost the classic QLCS look to that particular setup.
And every tornado event, every weather event is like a thumbprint. They're all different. We look at stuff, oh yeah, I remember that. Been here before, been there, done that. But they all have a unique, their own individualities. So you got to keep an eye on that. But today we've had a little bit of both. We've had hooks on the backside producing tornadoes, and then now we have this on the front side. And but the velocity in that is just not as strong as what we had earlier. Still there, but it's east of Wetumpka. Okay, making its way northeast at 70 miles per hour. So, wow.
And so while that tornado warning is ongoing, if you go to links 3, that is a look at just the power outages, kind of the remnants of the storms. Okay. We know that the power outages in McLean County, Cleveland County, not showing up, but there has to be some down power lines from the tornado reports.
What's your total on this?
It's 4,200. I don't have it on that particular graphic, but just over 4,000 customers.
All right, so 16,000 people without power.
Yeah.
Okay, take that number. Times 3 or times 4, so you get, roughly. That's still a lot. And notice where they are, right here in central Oklahoma, where we've had that severe complex of storms and tornadoes come out of the southwest. All right, so power outages. Hopefully we'll get a lot of this restored today. Electric crews here in Oklahoma, they're used to it. They do a great job of getting the power back up, and I'm sure they will in a short time as soon as they can.
Now for the line that's moving north of Tulsa, the new tornado warning going on that does not include Bartlesville, but it is headed towards Bartlesville in Osage County.
Yeah, it's going up into, headed to Dewey. Yeah.
So that's a new one. The circulation is now near Winona.
And it's on the back side too.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And I'll just switch radars really quick so you can see how this is so much in the middle of the rain.
Yeah, you're not going to see any of this. This is the same ball of energy.
It is the same one, yep.
See that band that wraps in there, band there, band there. You can see what looks like, not a hurricane, but you can see the bands, and that's because there's an area of low pressure right here, and that mesocyclone is right in the middle of it. And there's a band coming in from the south, band from the east, it looks like a claw looking back at you, except the whole thing is pivoting is pivoting counterclockwise. It's just a ball of energy. You can see the fingers or the spikes or the spokes, and they're all, watch, if you kind of bring it back to the same point, they're going back to the same area. That's where the tornado warning is. Yeah, just something you kind of observe. Kind of cool. But anyway, this is now headed into north of Tulsa. Tornado warning there. Could be on the ground. Okay, let's come back to our viewing area. And Oklahoma City, we're good. Light rain in the East Metro, down to Tribby, down to Gwinnett. Light rain, nothing crazy. And the line now east of Holdenville, east of Wetumpka, as far as, well, it's close, but it's the tornado threat is east of Wetumpka. Look at some of these trees.
The damage, yeah. That's what I was just looking at.
There's a cedar tree. Look at that. Inside of that beautiful red cedar there, tree there in Purcell. What's that?
That is Brianna's shot.
Brianna's shot. Okay. Hey, Justin, how close is Jeremy back into town? Is he getting there?
He's between Noble and Purcell.
Okay. He's close. And yeah. Oh, wow. Look at that shot. Okay. Do we have, Brianna still good? Can we talk to her? Yeah. She's eating a hamburger breakfast. What she got going on? She's probably starving to death. All right, let's go to Brianna and get an update. She's in Purcell. And Brianna, nice shot. And there's a lot going on in that shot. So there's the school. And then what do you have? Yeah, give us a walk and talk there. Show us what's going on around you. Show us, if you have any damage, show the damage to me. Let me see it.
Yes, David. So we have damage here. It looks like an old school building right here off Van Buren. Now this is off Van Buren and 2nd Street. Now you can see this old school building. That roof is severely damaged. Looks like it's kind of caved in, part of that roof. Now this is right by Conger Field here by Purcell High School. Now like I said, this is off Van Buren. And this whole street, we've seen a ton of damage. Not only have we seen this roof, but there's also several down power lines here. There's one right here. And then there's also, I don't know, Joe, if we can show the one that's over here to the left over here. There's another down power line right here at that intersection of Van Buren and 2nd. And you can see crews are still here on scene as well. And that one power line is actually in the tree. I don't know if you can see that one right there, but we have several down power lines. And then, of course, we can see that roof there is severely damaged. Like I said, looks like an old school building here that has severe roof damage. I'm going to send it back to you, David.
Brianna, nice job. Hey, show me that tree that you had. How's your photographer? Have him go ahead and pan over to that tree. There it is. I'm going to see that. Okay, so there's that big tree. Now, yeah, back out of that. Yeah, and just back out. Keep it on the tree, but just back out. Give us the wide shot. Give us the wide. Okay, so that is on the house. So that's a problem. You're not going to get your trash picked up today. I'm sorry. Power lines are all down. And it looks like I see maybe some tree damage scattered a little bit. So, again, this is going to be, just by looking at it, that's for sure EF0, EF1 damage to be able to do this. And it looks like some tree limbs and stuff up on the roof there. So this is what we're seeing in Purcell. Intermittent, sporadic damage in Purcell. And it looks like, obviously, they were home. And, yeah, they're not going anywhere. Brianna, if you can take, we're going to go back to radar here, but if you can take a minute, go knock on their door, ask them to come out and talk to us. Put them on live. Go ahead and put them on live. Go in there. Well, don't watch out for the power lines, but see if you can reach see who's inside that house. They're probably watching us, and ask them to give us an update. We want to hear from them what they were doing when that hit their house. So, but don't walk on the power lines, please. Okay. All right. Great job, Brianna. Give us an update from the folks, if you can, that were inside. All right, back to it here. Wetumpka, there's your line, and again, that tornado threat is to the east of Wetumpka. It's not as tight as what it was. It's come down, or it's spun down, if you will. It's not spinning as tight, as fast as what it was. But again, we've had that tornado. It was on the ground in Purcell intermittently, then all the way through it. I mean, it went from, okay, we're watching it, to, oh boy, we have problems, to, yeah, we have big problems. That was earlier this morning. But at least, I think, guesstimate, and again, I might be wrong, but that's okay, half dozen tornadoes today. What you got?
Oh, it wasn't me.
Oh, I thought you.
Were you saying something?
I thought you said my name.
Someone said your name.
Well.
It was not me today,
That's how
not
long,
at this moment.
That's how long we worked together, when I just randomly hear your name.
Yeah, you hear me saying your name.
And I'm just like, what, Lacey? Not good. Not good.
Not this particular moment.
Okay, all right, I thought you said something. All right, so the line is severe. We have the one tornado warning for northern Hughes County. moving into, again, it's going up towards Henrietta. Let's go ahead. By the way, back to the west. Asher, Byers, Wynnewood. This is all light rain. Nothing severe. Nothing to worry about in here. Only severe weather we're going to have the rest of the day is along this line and east of it, okay? This is where the storms are producing winds 50 to 60. And, again, that tornado threat. And we have the one tornado warning now north of Tulsa, up near Bartlesville right now. But that's out of our viewing area, our sister station in Tulsa. I'm watching them. You can't see them, but I'm watching them, and they're running and gunning like we've been doing all morning long. So they're having their fun now. All right, so tornado warning continues now east of Wetumpka.
It's interesting because in reflectivity, so when you look at the rain and the precip, you can see the circulation. So
Here.
the velocity in the wind field doesn't necessarily show anything that's saying a tornado is imminent.
No.
That's what I'm saying. It's not saying that.
No, it doesn't. No. I mean, early we had the, protruding.
Right.
We had the little,
Yeah, it was a hook hanging out that was very obvious, a tornado threat. Yeah, not the case at the moment.
Yeah, that's completely gone. What did you guys say?
What's happening?
Brianna's shot there in Purcell.
Told you.
The people have come outside the front door, but I don't know if she can get to them because of the power lines down.
Okay.
But it looks like they probably were watching you, David, and listening to what you said.
All right, that's what I like to hear. Good. All right, well,
just make sure they're okay. Can you just holler across the street?
Yeah.
They look great.
Okay.
I just think they're
can't
stuck.
see their shot.
Brianna, can you hear us? Are you able to talk to them
let's bring her shot back up, control room.
Yeah, show
there
the
they
shot.
Are.
There they are. We
There
can't
you
get
go.
to them because there's power lines between us.
We found our 3 viewers in Purcell.
Tell them to wave at us. Wave at them, Brianna and Joey.
Yeah, they're live.
There it is. Hey, okay, there you go. She's all right.
All right, you guys good? Give us a thumbs up if they're doing good.
Are they? Okay, are they watching us right now?
They're outside.
Well, I know, but can they hear us? I mean, they were.
They
got a thumbs up. Okay.
Okay.
Hey, we're thinking about you guys.
Yeah.
Man.
Yeah, we're glad you guys are okay.
Okay, there we go.
There we go.
All right.
All right, that's what we like. They
David,
were home.
they were watching you, and you gave the warnings to them early.
Okay, well, there they go. Wow. Okay, good for them. I know. Yeah, you got problems. You're going to be working today, buddy. Yeah. Yeah, okay. Well, we're glad they're okay. It looks like probably hope just the only 3 in there, and they have some damage. Could have been a lot worse. Roof could be gone. Obviously, some tree damage. And that's an old tree. That's an old tree that's probably going to have to be taken down, and probably not a bad idea. It's a big tree next to the house. I love them, but I'd go ahead and get rid of it. Anyway, well, hopefully, Brianna, she'll meet with them. We'll find out what they were doing. And they had that 15 seconds of a white knuckle ride as that thing came into and moved across Purcell. All right, so here's your main line now. Moving off in eastern Oklahoma, now on the eastern fringe of our viewing area, moving east, northeast at nearly 70 miles per hour. We've had at least a half dozen tornadoes this morning with damage from Purcell up towards near Adderall, and then also damage southwest of Lake Thunderbird from there up towards Twin Lakes, at least intermittent damage, the way it looks. We still have that damaged path. Do we have both of them or just one of them?
Megan, do you have the damage path on there still? She's been working on other things.
Okay, what is she working on?
Well, I'm trying to help Justin here.
Okay, what's Justin working on?
There we go.
Yeah,
there it is. It's on links 1.
Okay, Jeremy's coming back into town. Okay, we'll get back, and he's been tracking this thing all the way. He was in, by the way, Jeremy was in Purcell this morning when this thing went through there, but
Absolutely.
It was moving so fast. I mean, it was just a blur. It was just gone. It moved in, moved out,
and the tornado warning has expired for Hughes County.
Okay,
that is
good.
now just a severe thunderstorm warning.
Yep.
And then, so that tornado threat is gone. The line is still severe in Hughes County.
Right.
It's east of Holdenville, and it's racing off to the east.
Okay, what time is it? I have no idea.
Just after 9 a.m.
What time zone are we in?
It's a good question.
Hey, we're also,
yeah, go ahead.
We're also hearing from
Yep.
some people saying
West Purcell, the west side of Purcell, where
damage?
things started.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a new housing addition, and
Okay.
some folks are sending in some pictures. We'll get them in the system, but like roofs gone, that type of thing. It
Okay.
seems like a lot of houses did suffer damage,
Right.
but on the west side, where that storm started.
Okay. well,
Also near Monroe Street there on the west side is what they're telling us, David. So
Okay.
just a heads up there.
yeah, and a house that's being built that obviously didn't have all the
Exposed.
walls in. It's it doesn't take much. It takes even less to, but we'll see. We'll take a look at the pictures and we'll go from there. All right, so severe weather now, Tulsa County, Tulsa, Green Country, our eastern fringe, our eastern viewing area here. And again, We have Holdenville, Hughes County still under a severe thunderstorm warning. The tornado warnings have now been dropped for our viewing area. Still a tornado warning north of Tulsa. That's not in our viewing area. And you can see all the crews and Purcell's finest. They're out and about. You can see them lined up, and then you can see the power crew there. And crews are going to try to get, I mean, they'll work as many hours and days they need to get the power back up. So they're the two where they began, basically. But did you guys put those on there, Lace? Did you put the tornado?
Yeah, those are the actual automated reports from whenever the debris signature popped up with the two different tornadoes. Of course, the path extends northeast of there.
Yeah.
But we know the tornado touched down southwest of Purcell, moved through Purcell, and then kept going up towards Etowah. So those are the preliminary reports. It touched down multiple more times.
Yeah.
I am sure. And that was at about 7:30 as folks were trying to get going.
Yeah, at least a half dozen.
Yeah.
I mean, at least a half dozen tornadoes, maybe more, we'll see. But this is one path in here. It began just east of Noble up to here, and this might have gone all the way. There might have been some intermittent damage all the way up to I-40, and then also we know that this was off and on all the way to near Etowah. So two pretty good damaged paths in here, but it was not continuous. It was up, it was down, it was up, it was down.
Right.
And the main line itself was producing winds 50 to 60 miles per hour. But Purcell, that's wind damage, but that's due to the tornado. Okay.
So just so you know, we got news crews moving too, so moving different locations in Purcell. We've had a crew headed
go ahead, take it just for a second.
We've had crews also headed towards reports of damage along I-40 in the Shawnee area, some roof damage there. And so as soon as they get there, control room, just let us know what they are seeing. So that shot right there, the Purcell shot, that is Jeremy Carter. Jeremy is back in Purcell. Is he good? Okay, let's go out to Jeremy. Jeremy, you've made it back to Purcell. You were there giving the warning when this tornado was coming through town. Where exactly are you there in, what is that, chicken coop or something, outbuilding? What is that, Jeremy?
Yeah, it looks like a horse shed, Lacey, and you can just kind of see really the nature of this damage. I'm just below the field, which is to my west, really came just right across south of Red Hill. And the damage I'm seeing here, you certainly wouldn't want to have been in it, but nothing catastrophic at this point. I'm going to continue to poke around and look at different sites and see what we can find out, just kind of help get an assessment of the damage. Back to you, Lacey.
No, as you come across the different scenes, Jeremy, because you're going to continue. I mean, as you drive mile after mile, I mean, this is about 20 miles plus of potential intermittent touchdowns. And hopefully you don't come across any major damage. Roof damage, that's bad enough. People are without power. That means some of the rain could have got inside some of the homes, causing some flooding inside the homes, depending on how bad it was. And, just keep us updated as you come across that. Lacey was just telling me that the Holiday Inn in Shawnee has roof damage. So we do have a news crew headed there as well. The storm that went and crossed Lake Thunderbird. So this is the south tornado. There was another tornado that was going on that was touched down east of Noble. That crossed Lake Thunderbird and went up. It did not make it to McLeod. It stayed south of McLeod, but that's kind of the path that it took. Also did damage, and we have crews out surveying that. I'll tell you right now, nothing is severe in our area. The storm in Hughes County, the line of storms is pushing east pretty quickly, and that's going to be moving over towards Lake Eufaula. But with that, no active severe thunderstorm warnings or tornado warnings in our area. The tornado warning is up near Bartlesville, north of Tulsa. If you have friends or family up there, our sister station is covering that. And then, Megan, you put together the path?
Just like a preliminary path
for
the Lake Thunderbird.
And that's on links 5. So if we can take links 5, this is going to show you the path of the second tornado. I say second because it touched down shortly after the Purcell tornado. It's crazy. These storms crossed I-35. They had not been tornadic. They had multiple small kind of couplets starting to develop, and then boom, 2 tornadoes kind of parallel to each other. And then eventually, they kind of merged on each other over Shawnee. But that's the preliminary path, crossed Highway 9. This actually started southeast, or to the east of Noble when we started seeing the debris. So anywhere from 20 to 25 miles, there will likely be intermittent damage from that particular storm. And I know you guys have more at the desk.
Damage. Just hearing from other reports of those homes in the area, and we're sending our crews to those areas. In Purcell. The one new home is right off south of 39th on Johnson Road, Vista Bonita. and that is just kind of south Purcell as well.
We should mention too, Lacey, the McLean County Emergency Management Director just called in, said that they have more damage, as we were talking about earlier, on the west side of Purcell. This one near State Highway 39 and Horse Avenue. He's saying 4 to 5 outbuildings damaged there. So it looks like, again, more reports coming in on the west side.
Yeah, 3 to 4 miles southwest of Purcell, Lace.
And that's exactly where the circulation began. What was wild is we were watching that area of circulation, and then how incredibly quickly that went from not a big deal to boom, tornado on the ground. And that's what we've been telling you over the past several days. When this type of a setup comes out, they are short fuse. These storms go from barely rotating to quickly producing tornadoes, and that does not give a lot of warning time. Let me go to Links 3 real quick. This is where we have our power outages. About 4,500 customers are without power on Links 3. 1,000 of those are in Oklahoma County behind these storms, 500 in McLean County, 700 in Pottawatomie County, and about 900 in Lincoln County. So it's going to be a while for some folks before your power is restored. We do have crews getting to these different areas. You're seeing that. Of course, we're in our 9 o'clock newscast now. What's going to happen the rest of the day? We're warm, we're windy, close to record highs, some fire danger in the west, and then it turns back to winter, guys, with snow chances. We'll get to your forecast. We'll talk about what to expect here at our 9 o'clock newscast. Hey, David, we're coming up right after this. Hey.
Hey.
Live from downtown Oklahoma City, Oklahoma's own News 9 starts now with severe weather.
Go ahead, David.
No, I'm waiting on you guys. Go ahead.
David,
cut you off right before the commercial.
They told me we were starting, David. We weren't trying to steal your thunder.
I've learned to walk. I just got big time by Lacey, and now you guys. I don't know.
Right as we were ending.
No, that's not what I was told. Anyway, what do you guys have? What's new over here with?
Just watching
Okay, go ahead.
Watching this damage on the west-southwest side of Purcell. We're getting a crew there, 3-4 miles southwest of Purcell. Sounds like a housing addition that's kind of new, took some damage. And we're getting some pictures coming in, and it sounds like it took the brunt of part of it.
One other thing, just from the Purcell Public Schools, David, they are saying again, we're passing along that if you cannot get to school today, it will be an excused absence because those storms came through very early this morning.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, for sure. And again, that thing set down on the west side of Purcell. That's where the whole thing began. It was up, it was down, it lifted, I think at least several times as it moved through Purcell. But still, look at that shot from 180th in Johnson Road in Purcell from Emily Madden. And it looks like, that was new construction?
I think it's new construction. So that's the Buena Vista or Bonita Vista, I think, housing addition. Vista Bonita. I got it. Vista Bonita Housing Edition, and I think it's new construction.
Vista Bonita. Got it.
I'm reading that correctly.
We're going to go with that. Beautiful view. Yeah. So anyway, obviously, this is going to be, again, strong EF1, possibly EF2. We'll have to see how well built this house was. But EF1, yes, no doubt about it. EF1 damage might be EF2. The NWS will do surveys probably later today. So we'll know more today and tonight, and especially over the next couple of days with that. But that is significant damage. And this is on the west side, the west-southwest side, correct?
I believe so. Yes. Southwest of Purcell.
Southwest, yeah.
I mean, of downtown proper. Yeah.
Okay. But it's not, is it on the other side of I-35?
Let me go to the map and look.
Okay.
So on links 4.
That's fine.
Let's go to links 4 here, and we'll kind of talk about where the storms are.
Yeah. So here's the deal now. Everything is, again, well to our east, running from Tulsa back down to Colgate, Natoka, and now moving out of our viewing area, leaving Hughes County, leaving Ofuskee County, now moving into Okmulgee, Henrietta, now moving actually east of there. So the severe weather threat for our viewing area, and I know our viewing area these days with streaming, we're nationwide, right? I mean, I get it. People are like, no, we watch, we have viewers over here. But again, Green Country, Tulsa, Travis and his gang up in Tulsa are now tracking these as this line is continuing to push off into eastern Oklahoma. We have some light rain. We have sunshine now in Oklahoma City. Mm-hmm. So we went from what we had a couple hours ago. It's going to be a beautiful day. The cleanup will begin. It's already started down in Purcell.
So links 3, David, here's Jeremy's kind of location on links 3 and then Purcell, and then I'll show you where that house was from, that picture was from.
Go ahead and take it. I need to change out batteries here.
Go for it. Yeah, get yourself plugged in, charged up, whatever it is you got to do. There's I-35, there's Highway 74, with the tornado really started to the southwest of town. So I'm just going to zoom in. This is 180th and Johnson, and then I'm going to put the marker on here so you can kind of see that is the intersection, and I believe the damage is in this kind of quadrant, this square mile. There's definitely homes in there, and that would be about where it started. May have began just a little further southwest of that, and then if I zoom out, you can see if that started at 180th and Johnson, it quickly moved over Purcell, went right over town, and then lifted to the north up towards Etowah. So this started down in McLean County, crossed over into Cleveland County, and then the new tornado had touched down east of Noble. So Jeremy is there, Brianna is there, getting more shots and more damage reports from folks. So far, we have not heard of any injuries. We hope that remains to be the case. No reports of injuries with either of the actual tornadoes. We had to report earlier from Edmond where a tree had fallen onto a vehicle due to a lightning strike. And I don't know if we ever got the update on that individual, but that sounded like a bad deal in Edmond. Otherwise, we know we have damage to structures, homes, outbuildings, things like that.
Yeah, and again, it was on the ground at least intermittently, at least off and on for quite a while. Now, this is the northern storm. And go ahead. Go ahead, Lacey. What's that?
If you can hear me, this just came into the newsroom from Purcell. I-35 southbound entirely closed due to a crash, and that happened about 7 minutes ago. So I-35 southbound at Purcell is closed right now.
Oh, wow. So, yeah, tough for people trying to get in and help out, and people trying to get to their homes. And
I don't know what's happening. Maybe you should take it.
It's being diverted right now. It's at the southbound US 77 through Purcell to southbound State Highway 74. You can re-enter I-35 there if you're headed through town. But right now, southbound lanes are closed.
We sound good now, guys?
Yeah, I think you're okay now.
Okay. All right. I don't know what the
And we're on Leaks 4-2 control room where we have kind of the live radar update with what's going on.
So again, tornado warning up near Bartlesville, eastern Oklahoma, severe storms here. Still watching the line for any spin outs, but for basically our viewing area, technically our viewing area from Hughes County back to the west, we're doing okay now. Okay, let's go to, what box has the storm track on it out of Purcell again? Links 1? And this will be Links 1. Again, early preliminary track. It'll change. And it wasn't a continuous tornado, doesn't look like, but it was certainly on the ground more than it was off, running from Purcell all the way southwest. And then there's that Lake Thunderbird tornado that went across Lake Thunderbird, then up to and near I-40. So, wow, incredible stuff. At least a half dozen tornadoes here this morning. We're going to take a break. We'll be back. Stay on News 9. We'll keep you advised.